Okay. This will not be long. I just want to ask some questions. Lately in the media, there's been a lot of talk about certain celebrities, men and women relationships, and men wanting, I just said men, but women wanting female attention from men. However, I've heard the argument from ladies, meaning saying that if a man or a woman just wants to be appreciated by a man, but it doesn't mean they want to connect with them. So that leads me to ask the question, do women enjoy rejecting men? Me, in my brain, from what I see, I think that women get a little pleasure of telling a man that I'm taken, I'm not available, but they still like the flirt aspect of it. They still like the approach and the conversation and the interaction. And it's not saying that she will or she will not reciprocate, but I don't think, from my opinion, that a lot of women or feel hurt or pain by telling some man, I'm not interested. I don't think like somebody wants to give you a job, when somebody wants to hire you, but they only have one position and it really hurts because damn, you will make a fantastic employee. I really want to hire you, but I can't. I'm not saying that women don't feel like that sometimes, but overall, I think that, but oh my God, I can't believe he talked to me. So as a man, I don't think men get off from at all rejecting women because I think most men want all the women. And for men, it's like, I'm hurt. I'm so sorry. I'm married or I'm in a relationship. But if I was single, that's what men would say. But I think that, just mean analyzing and assessing the ladies. They'll be like, oh my, you're not Charles. You know what I mean? So for anybody who watches this, like I say, this will not be long. I just want to get your opinion. Do ladies really enjoy rejecting men, or is it turmoil, or does it beat you up like, oh my God, I can't, oh my God, I'm little pug guy, little puppy face looking guy that you are. You're so cute with your 5'6" self. I hate that I'm rejecting you. Oh, if only I like 5'6" men. One of those 5'6" guys, I'm joking. But that's what I want to know. Do ladies really, really enjoy rejecting men, or is it like, is it like you're pulling teeth? Like, I don't want to pull my teeth, but I must reject you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do this. It just was something on my mind. I got caught up in the conversation, so I don't have the same passion I felt earlier. But I still want to ask the question. Even if this doesn't go long, I still want to know what people think. Do you think men or women, like you don't have a lot of dudes from MGTOW? Hell yeah, man. Forget those women. They're dissing us. She just gets her validation from you. Don't give her no validation. She doesn't deserve validation. See, I don't have a problem. See, when you say stuff like that, man, it's because you're not secure in yourself. Like, man, if a chick is fine, she's fine. What that mean? No, there's lots of fine women. You're a beautiful ass chick. That's great. So, I mean, what's wrong with saying that? See, you got to be like a dog. Drool be coming out your mouth. Damn, you're fine. And she's like, ew. I'm joking. But I really want to know. Let me, sorry, people. I'm all over the place. I just started my little monologue. But maybe somebody is going to come see what I'm saying. So, hold on. Let me do this first. Hope you can still hear me. I put it on mute. That's not it. That's not it. When you go to bed and you touch it somewhere, she'll be like, that's not it. I'm sorry. Hold on. All right. Okay. I can see if somebody's going to interact with me. That's not it. Oh, hey, Nikki, my co-host. What's going on? It's nothing but love from me to you. Rating women. What's going on, sis? Immature women do. Shaking my head. Hey, hun, I am on an educational stream. Then I call. I'll come back when I finish. Oh, that's all great. I just wanted to say this. I won't even let it go long. But I just want to talk for a little bit. Nikki says, it can be fun, especially when especially arrogant like me. I think to myself, but most of the time it gives me anxiety. Guys can react in scary ways from rejection. And I had a conversation about that. That's what I believe too. I think a lot of women are more worried about how would he respond if I reject him. And or what if the situation doesn't turn out well, or what if we catch her when she's nervous? Hey, Miss Corey B, much love to you. I totally love the new intro, and I would love to hear your perspective. Hey, brother K, man, I've missed you, man. I need to come in, go back to your neighborhood and check you out. So I just love to hear whatever anybody has to say. Hey, Mr. LMP, Light Machine Power. Much love, bro. You know, you on one of my featured channels. I learned how to do the featured channel section, so I stuck you up there on my featured channels. Everybody needs to go subscribe to everybody. But Light Machine Power, Mr. LMP, I've been rocking with him since the beginning when I started getting on here, and I got nothing but love for my bro. So you know, I put you up there because hopefully somebody will discover you. Nikki says, I try to remember to lie and reject them with, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. They seem to leave me alone faster and take it better. Oh, you think so? You know, me, I'm different. I'd rather a girl say, you know what, I don't find you attractive. I'm really not interested in you at this time. It's better for me, because what if I find out you have a boyfriend? I'd be hurt. I'd rather you reject me as cool and as honest as possible. And that's just how I take things. Let me tell you, since this is what I will do, because you know I'm just a hangout. Because if somebody wants to come on and chit chat with me and tell me their opinion, I would love to hear. And if somebody, I would even drop the link in the chat. And I would turn my camera off so you can just hear my voice. So you have to stare at my funny looking face and me making funny looking faces, laughing at you. You know? So this is what I do. If anybody wants to, especially my co-host, maybe my co-host will want to come and co-host with me again and tell me what she thinks. So I will do that. I will turn off my camera. I will hide my face so you don't have to look at me and like, oh, Charles, will do that. So now you can just hear my voice. Let me see. You can just hear my voice, and I can just watch the thing by go in and out. The big circle, the circle of life. I'm joking, but okay. I like interaction, so a lot of things that I do is for interaction, and maybe someone will come on and hop up on here and talk to Charles and say what they say. Miss Corey B says, when I was single, I told everyone that I was already married. I didn't like being bothered. So let me ask you a question, Miss Corey B. What if a man was attractive? Did you still reject attractive men? Did you shoot them down? And did you ever take pleasure in that? Because I'm reading what you say. You said, when I was single, I told everyone that I was already married. But did you feel pleasure? Like, did you still like the fact that people approached you? Because that's the whole situation, and that's what one of the biggest arguments is going on YouTube. And I try not to use names. If somebody says in the chat, then I'll go in. But it's like I did a video earlier. Everybody wants to be desired. Everybody wants to be admired. Everybody wants to be liked. So even married women want to hear they're beautiful. So I would say, hey, Miss Corey B, you look nice. I would say that to any woman. But just because I tell you that you look nice doesn't mean that you're about to forsake your vows or you're about to come get with the Chuckster, even though Chuckster is handsome. I mean, I program to you, Chuckster is handsome. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. I really, really want to hear more from what women and men think. And of course, a lot of men are going to say women enjoy rejecting men. And I think that some women do. Like Nikki said, I think there's some women out there just like I'm going to slay the dragon. I'm going to slay these damn men. Damn it, he thinks he's somebody. He doesn't deserve me. Let me just knock him down a peg, like Nikki said. I think that happens. However, I want to know what other people think. It's not just me. So I put the hangout link is there, and if somebody wants to come on and engage with a dialogue with the Charles, feel free to come in and give me your perspective. I'm gonna tell you about me. I have never wanted to like reject a woman. I don't feel good. I'm not saying that I have not rejected women, but I've never wanted to say it doesn't bring me pleasure to tell some woman that I couldn't connect with her. Like I would, even how I feel is like, you know what, maybe you're not that appealing, but look, we can be friends. We can chit chat, because you never know. If a woman, like, I'm different than the average brother. I really like interesting dialogue. Some women really have a lot to say. And when the conversation is inclusive and it drags me in, I really want to know her. And she can override my natural physical attraction with her personality. I see you start looking like a flower in a rose. It's like saying, damn, she fine. You know, she may look like a hungry hippo or whatever you think, because I'm just that type of person. But in general, I think you know what, Ron Wills did a video today. If you guys don't know who Ron Wills is, as a brother I respect. You know, like I say, I don't agree with everybody, but Ron Wills is one brother that I think really says the truth. And like, I think a lot of women gauge off of like the impression that you guys see. So if you think that's like, okay, for me, I think the biggest division, even more than the physical attribute, is social class. So if somebody thinks somebody is not of their social class, they kind of won't deal with it. I don't know how many people have watched The Wire, right? And I forgot the name of what was his name? He was at the end of the dude who wanted to be the gang leader, Marlo. Marlo wanted to be known as the thug of the hill. He didn't want to be in the corporate world. And when they forced him to take a deal and leave the game behind, Marlo hated it because he wanted to be known for being that dude on the block. So it's some women and men that, due to the way that they see society, will only connect with people who come from their socioeconomic class or group. So I think that when somebody thinks somebody's not in their class or group, they have pleasure dissing them. It's like, ever seen Secret Boss and have an employee treat the boss real bad, and then they find out the boss like, oh my God, or you don't know who they are because of the way they're not using the proper attire. And I understand that because you only have a certain amount of time, because it's a book by Malcolm Gladwell called Blink. And what Blink is, you have to make fast assessments to keep yourself safe. So in society in general, it's in nature that we got to be able to see danger and see what's good with us real fast. That's why it's a book series that I read by a guy named Terry Goodkind, where they had a war with these wizards, and they were poisoning the children by turning stuff that, like an apple, a red apple, appealing. So if you gave a certain group from the community a red apple, they was like, they got mad, even though red is supposed to be attracting and eating. So I bring this all up to say is, I do understand why people diss people really quickly, or take why people do diss people without really giving them a chance. But my whole question overall is, do women in general enjoy rejecting men? And like Ms. Corey B says, I have never gotten any pleasure from turning down someone. But do you know any women that have? I've listened to women. I've seen tweets. I've read stuff, and I've heard girls like, oh my God, I can't believe he tried to talk to me. Who is this nobody? And I think there's a lot of people that overvalue themselves, or they keep forgetting that we are all human. And I've always said this to whoever. Sometimes you don't know who you are dissing. Hey, Little Rock 2517, you see the title, do women enjoy rejecting men? And I just love to hear different opinions. If anybody ever wants to get on and chit chat with me, have a dialogue, they can do it. Like I said, I'll post the link in the chat, so if somebody wants to get on and do a Google Hangout. It is what it is. I love it. I love when people, when you see, this is so funny. This is what I'm gonna tell you about YouTube, because thumbs ups and thumbs down, I'm always appreciative. It's always great. But when you ask a question should not be something negative. It should just be a question. But it is what it is. I wish I understood what people were going through, because if you see it, like, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just a question. It's like it'd be like, do skinny people not eat? That's a question. Would you give me a thumbs down for that? It doesn't bother me at all, but I just find it to be engaging. Do women like short men? Would I get a thumbs down for that? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when people just look at a title and that's what tells you, but this is just made it even more fun. And a lot of people are stupid. What I mean by that, you're so caught up in your emotions, before you hear the conversation or the argument, you're really quick to make an assessment, which is still great. I just asked the question, do women enjoy rejecting men? I think there's some do and some don't, but I don't have the answer. So I would love to hear from women and men what different people think. You should not, everything is not negative. Having a dialogue is not negative. Like I'm gonna go off on a tangent, but I really want to hear what other people say. I asked somebody, what do they feel about the upcoming argument about abortion, and how certain states and federal government seems to be pitching towards overturning Roe versus Wade. Now, to me, that's not a political conversation. That's just a conversation about what's your thoughts on it. But some people will see that and say, well, I don't want to talk about that, but you have an opinion. So like, I asked a question. That question is just an opinion. I don't know the answers. I can tell you what I think, and my opinion could be totally wrong, but it's just an opinion. It is not fact. It is not fact. It is all speculation, and how we learn and how we grow is how we have dialogues. So hello, happy vlogs. I hope you're doing great. I hope that if you want to grow, you connect with people who like you, bro. I want everybody to be happy and joyful, but then again, I'll still ask the question. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. Do you think women enjoy rejecting men? Because I know that men don't enjoy rejecting women, but maybe there's some men that enjoy rejecting women. So that's what I love to ask questions more than I like to make assessments. So they're trying to, okay, Nikki said they're trying to get rid of abortion unless it's for medical reasons, right? That is correct. And the reason why they're doing that is really for the population, because if you want to maintain power geopolitically, you need numbers, you need people. And China has way more numbers than America, and so does Africa. So if we want to make sure that we have a replacement population, you got to take away the rights or the ability to abortions. I'm not telling people how to believe in any which way. I just think it's an interesting dialogue, and I love to hear what people think about that. Ms. Corey B says, I wonder if people have that impression of me because I smile at everyone to be polite. I'm smiling as I turn them down. Do you think that means I like doing it? No, I'm just nice. No, I don't think it means you like doing it at all. I just think it's an interesting question. However, from the man's perspective, everybody is biased. Like no matter what, you're going to be biased to whatever group that you think that you belong to. You try to be as objective as possible, but being that we're all individuals, sometimes it's hard to be objective. You're going to be subjected to a certain extent. It's like I'm a black man in America. I've been pulled over, had a gun put in my head lots of times in my life. So certain people who've never been through that situation would not understand the plight of the black man because they haven't been through it. But somebody else has been through a different plight that I haven't been through. So we're come from different worlds. If you're a surfer, you're worried about how people take care of the oceans because you surf the oceans. But people who ain't never seen the ocean don't give a rat's ass about the ocean. So we're all biased, and we all make subjective assessments. It doesn't mean they're right. They're just assessments. Me being a man, I've seen enough women to who have rejected men and took pleasure out of it, or maybe they didn't take pleasure, but from my perception, it seemed like that. So it's just it's an assessment based off of your skewed version of reality. So yeah, okay, I do that, Nikki. I don't have, like I tell people, I'm really open to learn. I really want to know what people think. I have my own opinions, and my opinions are just mine. They're not right. They could be wrong, but what I will say is this. I'm always willing to hear an opinion that is opposite from me. So that's how I learn and how I grow, is by listening to what other people have to say. If I don't listen to other people, how can I ever see the world from more than my view? And I on purpose, I try not to make clickbaity type titles, but I will make a title that I think will attract you and get in. And I try my best not to use what do they call it? I say I understand YouTube a little bit, and I don't have a problem if something really moves me, I will use anything in a title, but I kind of respect people, and I try not to use things just to drag you in. I use things that are interesting to me that I would love to have people talk about. So mostly when I do any type of thing, I'm doing it because it's something that I'm curious about. And so I really want to know other people's perspectives. So I will start any type of conversation to get you to engage and tell me what you think. And overall, as a man, and I'm biased and I could be totally wrong, I do think there are some women who enjoy rejecting men. Just like I know there's some men that enjoy rejecting women. There are some misandrous and there's some misogynists in the community. It is what it is. However, in which way do they do it? Some people, it's like it gives you a higher level of self-esteem. Like if you've had Brad Pitt, Shamyra Moore, make a joke, O'Shea, so somebody that you find to be superstar talking to you, then here comes regular McDonald's boy, and you're coming from a different level. You're going to say, how dare you? Or I'm not interested. You may not take pleasure in it, but you're going to still feel that you got a high. Say, like, okay, listen, you will not most likely ever see Beyonce go to let a McDonald's dude date her. I mean, not saying it couldn't happen, but in general, she has a certain value of herself, and she would probably, oh, you work for McDonald's? I'm sorry, I'm just not interested. But why is that? See, I'm really not going to go to the hypergamy slant. I'm not going to go to that. I'm just trying to say that we do have a society that's based off of class more than anything. We have more class distinction than anything, and because of the class distinction, a lot of people operate a certain way. Nikki, did you get the email? I'm pretty sure I sent it to the right email address. If I didn't, let me know, because I'll be like, oops. Did I not? So you can let me know in the chat. But anyway, I would love to hear different people's perspectives. As a man, I do believe there are some women who enjoy rejecting men, but I also think there are some men who enjoy rejecting women. And I think that for men, I would say more men enjoy rejecting women after they've been burnt by women, or women have done them dirty. So you see, like, in a way, this may sound crazy, and I don't mind taking a little flack for it, but MGTOW in a way is a rejection of women. I mean, I'm not saying it's not hatred, not at all. I'm just saying that it's like, you know what? Forget these ladies because it's not beneficial for me. And that's what I see when I see that. Somebody who's a MGTOW person will probably come and argue that for me, but the whole term means men going their own way. So what does that mean? Going their own way from society, going their own way from relationships. There's different levels of it. I'm pretty well studied in it, but I'm telling you, I could have, if I would have named the title, "Do Men and Women Enjoy Rejecting Each Other?" It would have been more safe, but it's not true because I'm asking from the biased perspective of the man. Do women enjoy rejecting men? Because I'm always curious because I've seen lots of women that seem to take pleasure in it, but then I'm biased. I don't really watch men diss women like that, but I know there are men that diss women. So I'm telling people this is just from one person's perspective, and I got a lot to say. So I like to hear other people too. So let me go back and read. Okay, what's going on? Brother Rob says, Miss Corey, I remember somebody told me a long time ago because a woman smiles at you doesn't mean that they want you and guys take it wrong. Well, guys have been taught in society to be the approacher, to go after women. And a lot of men feel like no matter what, the woman's going to diss them. And if you always feel like that, sooner or later, you're going to become not ambivalent. You're going to become angry at it, and then you're going to take it, internalize it, and then you're not going to approach women. Hey, brother Derek, much respect to you. Like I told anybody, this is a hangout, and it's open. If somebody wants to get and have a dialogue with me, feel free to click the link and give me your opinion. Like I've said before, I have my own opinion, and I do believe there are some women who enjoy rejecting men, but that's not all women. That's not every woman, and it may not even be the majority of women. But from the perspective of a biased man, from what I've seen a lot of women say, "Oh my God, I can't believe he's talked to me." And I'm about to go in just a little bit. So they were, I think it was a guy named the Birdman. It just happened to pop on my feed, and I watched the video, and it was referencing Aisha Curry, and then we do remember Aisha Curry had said that she wanted men to approach her, but then in a tweet here, it was saying something that, "Oh my God, how can you try to talk to me? I'm engaged." So I'm like, well, you could have just kept that internal, but why did you put that out there so people could read it? Why would you even bring it up? So that's like you were taking kind of some type of pleasure in rejecting a man and saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you talked to me. Don't you know I'm engaged?" And then on the next date, you're saying, "I wish men would give me some type of validation," which is, I'm not saying it one way or the other. I'm just telling a lot of people are not aware of what goes on. So I bring it up, and that lets me ask the question. Like I try my best not to use celebrity people in the topics, and that's not the primary driver of this conversation, but I'm just using something that people can relate to that is here. I don't know who's here, but if Nikki, much love to you, or whoever else, please speak. Can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. What's going on, my co-host? Where you been?
Hey, I know, right?
How you be my co-host and you're a co-host with me?
I know. I've kind of low-key retired from hangouts and stuff, so.
But you're always welcome. You know that you're family.
Why, thank you.
So give me your
thoughts. An interesting topic.
Go ahead. Give me your thoughts.
So I'm sorry I'm eating right now, but in my opinion, I think there are women that you can hear me, right?
I can hear you just perfectly fine.
Okay. I do think that there are plenty women that may get some type of satisfaction or joy out of rejecting men, but from my perspective, I think it gives most of us anxiety, and I think it also annoys a lot of us. Because there's a lot of women out here who just don't want to be bothered for whatever reason. It could be a legitimate reason. It could be an unreasonable reason. But yeah, for me personally, it gives me anxiety most of the time because men can be they can keep pushing the issue and being very persistent when you have clearly let them know, hey, I'm not interested. Well, not clearly. One thing I've learned is men are not very good with body language. So you do have to come out and tell them, look, dude, I'm not interested, and I try to be nice about it. And I've kind of did little experiments. I've tried different rejections, different afflictions in my voice, man. Like I've really tried a bunch of different methods when it comes to rejecting men. And I've just found telling them that I'm already taken works best, because they're not like, oh, they don't walk away looking all disappointed and feeling embarrassed. And I'm not feeling like, oh, yikes, was that too harsh? Or, and they don't, most of the time, they won't keep being persistent. So that works best for me. But most of the time, I don't enjoy it. There are times when I do, if the guy is just rude and really just, being extra. But most of the time I don't. It gives me anxiety. It really does.
I totally understand. I have some female friends. They tell me the same thing. Like, I'm a little different than most dudes. Is that what's going on, brother Cortez? Much respect to you. I really want a woman to just diss me and tell me I'm not interested. You don't have to. I would rather you be honest and say, you know what, if you have a boyfriend, I got a boyfriend, or Charles, I don't find you attractive, but right now I'm not focused on that. That makes me feel way, way better, because it would hurt for me. This is, I feel really get hurt, but I'd be a little hurt if she was. I come to find out you didn't have no boyfriend. You weren't just interested. I'd rather you just say you're not. That's just me. I'd rather, if a girl didn't want to. Let's say I was in a situation with a girl and she wanted to go see somebody else. She'd be like, Charles, you're not doing it for me. I need to see somebody else. I like honesty. That moves me. Because I think, like I say, I'm pretty oblivious. I don't get bothered. But one thing that really bothers me is if somebody is not really feeling me, or they don't want to be around me, or they find me boring. Let me know. I'm not boring, but you may think I'm boring. So let me know. And so I agree with you, though, Nikki. I'd love to hear your perspective, because I do think that a lot of women really don't enjoy rejecting men. But I do think the anxiety factor, the fear of what is going to happen, the repercussions of how you may do. Nobody wants, like, if you just start, no disrespect for anybody in the chat, but nobody want to hear FUB. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. If I'm
you ugly anyway.
Yeah, so you ugly anyway. I didn't want you anyway. I just want to tap that ass.
Exactly.
Nobody want to hear that. And that's why I say dudes should just be upfront in the first place. Like, listen, you fine as hell. I'm not trying to be your dude, but damn, girl, I just want to connect with you and just, however you say it. But most dudes, they don't even know how to speak like that, so they won't. And that's why a lot of dudes get rejected, because they don't even approach it in the correct way. Like, excuse me, what is your name? You are absolutely, like, that's what, okay, I'm gonna speak on a tangent. That's what kills me. I listen to a lot of brothers, and they always say, don't get validation. But if you think a woman is attractive, why not say it? What's the point of not saying that she looks good? Like, it doesn't matter. Either she's gonna like it or not. It doesn't matter. So, I think that for some men, it's feel like they can't really be real women, because they're so scared of coming off like quote unquote simps and worshiping her. But then again, I think for women who do look for certain men to approach them, if a man that you do want to approach you sees you rejecting another man, you might just shoot yourself in the foot, because he can be like, damn, if she like that with him, how might she be with me? And I think that's why, I think it's a great conversation, because it makes you think about it. And I would tell any woman who's listening, or anybody, you should always be courteous and as honest as possible. And I do understand the anxiety factor, but I think it'd be way much better, at least for me, when you say, Charles, I'm just not feeling you. I could accept that. But Nikki, do you think the average man can accept that?
No, I don't. I mean, the average man that approached me can't. No, I would love to be able to just say that and go on about my business. And there's times when I do, and that's why I say I have to remember to lie, because when I'm not thinking about it, it'll just kind of come off. I'll just say, "Oh, I'm not interested," and I'll start to walk off. And I just think that can be really rude and cold and curt sometimes, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally understand.
I wish I could do that, and maybe I could. Maybe I could, and I just overthink it. But there have been some times where I've been followed around the store, or if I say I'm not interested, they'll ask, well, do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, and I'm like, no. And they're like, okay, well, what, am I ugly? And it's like, man, now I have to explain why I'm not interested. I can't just say, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I do get it.
It's just, oh my goodness. It's, anxiety through the roof.
You got to understand, we are thirst boxes. You got to understand, it's really, really powerful testosterone in men, and men are trying to get with the best women they see. So if a man sees you, he's like, ooh, shit. Sorry, but that's what he's saying. Ooh, shit. Damn, if I miss out on this, I'm never gonna get it. So, in certain cultures, the way that men are taught is to be persistent. So it's hard
Yeah.
for a lot of men to accept no, because they've been taught that, man, if I don't like a lot of, maybe she's just playing hard to get, maybe I'm the one.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think it's really hard for most men to read body language, and when it's like you almost got to hit them with the bat. But then again,
Yeah.
it's also that day. What if? Because I've heard a lot of people who've gotten married or been in relationships, and he was like, he just kept coming back, and I went out with him, and it just worked. So,
and see, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, the guy that I would want to be with, I would hope that he is that persistent. So, I mean, isn't that kind of contradictory? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to ask you some questions.
I just know for me, when I know I don't want to talk to you, I know I don't. You know, so I can see how I can see that. I can see what you're saying.
Well, that's so. So let's say a guy. I think I know you, but I got to ask, just like I don't. So you might reject a guy that you really like to see if he's persistent.
No.
So
I mean, if I'm into you, I'm probably not gonna reject you. But I mean, I'm sure there would be a situation where I think I'm not into a guy, and I reject him, and then like maybe we're having maybe we're coworkers or something, and we're interacting and socializing, and then I do start to like him, and he ends up coming back. But I won't keep rejecting him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't really see myself rejecting somebody I like.
Oh, that's an interesting question. So have you ever seen somebody, like, have you ever connected with somebody who you didn't find physically attractive at first, but due to like consistent conversations, they started to become attractive to you?
Yeah, in high school. But I didn't reject them. I just didn't like flirt or give him that type of energy. But yeah, I did start to like him and find him attractive because we had things in common and he was funny. Although it didn't go anywhere because I wasn't allowed to date, but yeah, that happened.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question. I'm just trying to understand the logic of it and see if it makes sense to you. So when the dude that you find attractive, if he would have tried to give it to you at first, would you have rejected him? Like the dude that you didn't find attractive at first, but you found attractive later.
So if a dude I didn't find attractive at first and he approached me, would I reject him?
Let me break it down to you. You said you've met people like you said in high school with a dude that you didn't think was attractive, but upon conversation, you started to find him attractive and you would have connected with him, correct?
Yeah, but he didn't approach me, so there was no option to even reject him. He didn't approach me that way. We just started talking.
Yeah, so that's my question. If the dude that you found unattractive, if he had approached you at first, would you have rejected him?
Yeah, I would have said no, I'm sorry, but yeah, I would have rejected him.
Okay, now going along this, would you have given him a chance to talk to you if he would have approached you at first? Like that? Like, would you have kept you? Okay, look, hopefully this makes sense to you. If he approached you like, hey, Nikki, you're beautiful, I want to connect with you, you just said, no, thank you. But would you have continued in the future to engage in a conversation with him?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like it'll stay away from me. I don't even want to socialize with you. It's just, hey, I'm not into you, but, we can be cool.
So there still would have been a chance that the thought process could have changed. You could have got to know him and you could have said, you know what? You're a cool dude. Call me. That still could have happened, correct?
Yeah. You don't want to burn any bridges or anything.
Okay. Yeah. So you're just helping me try to understand some things, because if you would have gave a different answer, but I was going to say, because if that would have been in the opposite, I think it would have helped lead to why a lot of men are not honest in the first place. Because if men think being honest would get them rejection and no chance, that's why a lot of men lie, because they always want a chance. What's going on, brother Derek? Feel free to jump in and say whatever you want to say, because my house is your house, bro.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you fine, my brother, from Greensville, Mississippi, till I die.
Ooh, Mississippi.
Yes. How you doing, Mr. Gilmore? This is Derek Williams. I'm calling in from Philadelphia. How you, sir?
I am fantastic, brother.
Okay, well, bless your heart. Yeah. So it well, if the title of it was, do women get off on rejecting men? That's the title of the topic, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I would say, yeah, of course they do, some don't. You just have to take it all with a grain of salt. You're going to be rejected by women, and some women going to fall head over heels for you. It's give and take, for as I'm concerned. But I think it's all in your approach. To be honest with you, if you talking ignorant, you expect an ignorant response, but at the same time, if you well, in my case, like was raised in Mississippi, and I was always taught to say, excuse me, how you doing, such and such. A lot of times women look at you like you a sucker when you come at them like that, but when you just come like, come the fuck here and all this type of stuff, they tend to be attracted to that. It's the funniest thing. So to me, it's really a give and take type thing with that. Some women will reject you just for sport. They say, look, well, I know he like me, so watch how he come his ass over here. As soon as he come over here, I'm gonna eat him, and just gonna diss him in front of her girlfriends and stuff like that. So it's just the luck of the draw, really.
I totally understand. I don't. I see. That's one thing that confuses me, because there's no, like, I try to explain it to people. There's no overall perfect answer of anything, because it's always going to be a variance. However,
Yep.
one thing that you said that I totally agree with, and I think that a lot of men see it, is that, that's why the adage is promoted so heavily, especially on YouTube, is nice guys finish last. A lot of men see that if I come nice and respectful, she won't even give me a chance. But if I come at her in a more rugged, disrespectful way, at least I engage a conversation where she will give me a chance. So,
Which sucks
well, if I could,
for women like me.
well, here, if I could just jump in right quick. Again, and I use that example because that's just been my experience, and I think that I think we all are the sum total of our experience. But I don't think that should just color your whole outlook. The fact is that I just kind of can't help but saying, "Excuse me, miss. My name is Derek. How you?" They don't like that. They just don't. At least I ain't no pretty boy. I ain't 6 feet tall with muscles everywhere. I think I'm all right. I think I'm put together all right, but I ain't no pretty boy. I'm not Christopher Williams or none of that there. It's just that when you try to step to them with some respect, they just look down on that. And I'd be 52 in 2 weeks. And I still don't understand that. And it's been like, I think like the first girl I ever really liked, this girl named Stephanie. And I did that with her. I'm 9 years old. Ain't work. Did it all throughout high school. It ain't work. But a lot of times when you be like just like showing these girls your ass to kiss, they be loving that. And and that just don't sit right with me, because that's not the type of person I am, is to give you my ass to kiss. I'm more or less one of them type, let's work together. I like you. You like me. We got common interests. Of course, we're going to disagree on things, but we got common interests and we have some type of physical attraction. Because I think you fooling yourself if you think, well, I just like you because you intellectual or just because you're a nice person. It's probably something physical that even made you do a double take to talk to him anyway. But I just know when I done step to girls, a lot of times they just ain't really with that nice stuff. And my brother live in Houston. Me and him was talking about that like a month ago. He said, Derek, they just ain't like that out here. You just got to go grab him by the neck, damn near. Oh, go figure.
I believe it. I believe it.
so that's you know what, I'm Derek. I think I already know I'm a lot like you, because I love to approach women with compassion, love, and respect. I'm not here to talk to you crazy. That's just not how I get down. And that's one thing that I always amazes me, is that so many men think that you got to come at women crazy. But the reason they think that, because they've seen it. I've seen dudes actually connect with chicks coming at crazy. That's just not my MO. But I have seen it, and I can't knock the reality of certain things, because it is what it is. A lot of people try to say that stuff is not a game, but the way that people react to things make it a game. So people play a game just to get into relationships. They can't be who they really are, because they figure, if I am who I really am, if I'm really cool and nice and I'm gonna do these things, now I'm gonna be taken advantage of and I'm gonna lose out. And that's what my advice to everybody is: always be real. And that's why my whole argument overall is that I don't mind a woman rejecting me, but I want her to reject me without that fear of anxiety. Just tell me that I'm not interested. But before you reject me, make sure you know what you're rejecting, because don't come back tomorrow and say, oh my God, that's you. You were Charles? Oh, I've heard about him. Nah, don't do that. And that happens a lot. So
well, that's just kind of the order of things. I try to pride myself on my memory. I believe it was Chris Rock that said, you don't meet who they really are. You meet their representative. And a lot of times is that when you going out to the club, you shine your card. You got a pocket full of money, just like Johnny Kemp just got paid Friday night, all that good stuff. You got a pocket full of money. You got your smell good on. You got your best stuff on, but you might not be hitting on nothing. They's looking at your representative. You may not have nothing of value to offer, but you look good on the outside. And the thing is that I worry, and even this is even toward women too. I worry later whether she a psychotic or not. Only thing I know is that she got a fat booty. Yeah. And I'm trying to lay the girl down right quick. That's all I see. I find out later if she's a psychopath. She'll find out later whether or not I got a felony or not. But when we hit this club and you got this music, everybody, we got some liquor up in us. You looking good, I'm looking good. I'm single, you single. Let's have it. I find out all that other stuff later. So my representative is who comes out. I find out after I get this woman pregnant, after I leave her to die, then she'll find out I'm a nobody. That's usually the way it works, But like I said again, when you be trying to come nice, that's just square. So it leaves credence to that old saying that good girls like bad boys.
Human nature is to be aggressive and to do what you want. So your nature. Your nature is to find something attractive and try to connect with it. It's our intellect. Yeah. It's our training that teaches us to slow down, to hold up, to wait. And when you in that moment, when you feeling those hormones, it's exactly what you said, Derek. I'm sorry to say, I've been that dude around the club, and I wasn't thinking nothing about what her thought process was. I wasn't thinking nothing about who she was with. I was just thinking, damn, she got a fat old booty. I'm about to connect. Yep. That's my whole thought process. And
so listen, I have a question for you guys. So has there been a time where you looked at a woman, and you said, okay, now this woman, I can tell I need to approach her like a gentleman. And you did approach her like a gentleman, and it actually worked.
You talking, Derek, you want to go first, or you want me to go first? It matters not.
This show you first, sir.
Okay, so for me, I approach all women the same. So I don't even think about how I need to approach her. I say what I want to say to whoever I'm saying it to. So I usually approach all women with respect. I don't approach anybody crazy. So that, like, I don't change my approach for no woman, period. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, how you doing? What's your name? And then whatever I'm thinking is what I say. So sometimes I'm gonna be straight super mode one, I'm being honest. Other times I'm gonna engage in a conversation depending on what catches my eye. So before I even approach the woman, I'm thinking about what I want to talk about. So if I have a question in my life, maybe I want to ask her, get her perspective. She looks decent, but I don't know what she's about, and I have a question in my mind. So I go and I'm assessing her to see if she's worth my time. Yeah, you got to. Because a lot of, like, if I'm not inebriated, I'm really trying to get to know what type of person I'm dealing with, because I don't like to be around stupidity. That's just a preference of mine. So I like to engage in dialogue, especially now that I'm older, because if I get with her on a physical level and then somehow she gets pregnant, I don't want no dummy to have my baby. I want a little genius. So I'm just being honest. So I'm really, really selective. It's great that women are physically attractive and beautiful and curvaceous. That's great. But if I'm in my right frame of mind, that means nothing to me. What means something to me is what you can bring to my table, how you're going to assist me in functioning in life, and the chemistry that we have to deal with each other. When I was younger, and I was just being honest, I was just chasing the nut. I didn't care what nobody said. I was like, hey, what's up? It was real quick. So upon becoming much more mature, now I'm very selective, and I don't change my approach from every woman. It's always the same. I'm going to try to engage in a conversation to assess her intellectual value. And if we're not on the same intellect level, if I don't really enjoy her conversation, then it would probably never go to fruition more than mutual respect, especially when I'm not inebriated. So it's danger to be around Charles inebriated. Don't do it. She's like, Charles, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm touching. Stop it, Charles. I'm like, no. I'm joking. Go ahead, brother Derek. I gave my answer.
Okay, well, for me, mine is slightly different. Um, since you said we can have frank talk, I will talk frank. My last one night stand was in 1991. I wasn't assessing nothing. Only thing I know is that I seen the girl seen me, and 2 hours later, after we leave the club here in Philadelphia, she was at my apartment. I didn't ask her. I ain't ask her what her life aspirations was. Didn't care. She ain't asked me neither. Only thing I know is that shit was electric. But for the most part, I've always tried to choose wise. And when I say choose wise, I simply mean like, yeah, it is a an assessment that go on if you got any type of if you any type of critical thinker at all. Usually you can kind of tell just the way a woman speaks, her tone of voice. For instance, if you got a loud female, not to say all loud females ain't hitting on nothing. It's just that she loud. I don't like loud women. And so that type of woman I would shy away from, but one that had some decorum about them, one that was self-assured. You just kind of, I don't know if it's radar, I don't know what it is, but you just kind of know them things, and you just kind of play off of that radar thing, the energy signature. I put it like that, But other times, it's girls you see out and you know they ain't hitting on nothing. You know they just loud, they uncouth, all of that, but they just so happen to have a banging body. And nature just kind of move you in that direction. But so you don't ask them girls that type of question. So it's really situational a lot of times, but more often than not, I approach all women with respect. I ain't never called no woman whether I was dealing with her or not out of her name. None of that type of stuff. It's just that you just kind of know. But generally speaking, short answer for your question is that I try to step to all women with respect. Bottom line.
Yeah, I totally understand that, bro. I really try to function on that same vein because I believe if anybody knows me, you got to give respect to get respect. So I'm never coming at somebody disrespectful. At least not from what I perceive to be disrespectful. So if somebody says, hey, I find that to be disrespectful, I'm gonna say, I apologize because I didn't mean to disrespect you. That wasn't my intent. But I was just being frank, I was being honest. And however I see you with no disrespect, this is what it is. And I won't bother you any further if you don't like it. That's the bro. So I tell you, I got a lot of similarity to you, brother Derek. That's probably why I resonate to your conversation so much, because you're on point. And that always amazes me. How do you have so many detractors? How can people be so opposed to a brother who speaks so wild?
Oh, that's well. I told you in the chat. That's easy. The fact is that if you look at my page, at my YouTube channel, I have like I got less than 140 videos. Almost all of them dealing with information and health because I'm in the medical field. But I'm a moderator and a big supporter for this guy who was molested by Africa Bambaataa named Hassan Campbell. A lot of people don't believe his story. Well, I do. But because I support him and because I've made videos in support of him, people have made videos trying to knock at me for supporting him. But I have a thick skin. I was raised by the best, my dad and my mama. And I was in the United States Navy. What somebody say on the internet ain't hitting on nothing. I've been online since 1996, and I've been cutting folks to shred since then. So it ain't nothing, and just that alone triggers people. So it just goes with the territory. That guy is a lightning rod. I know that, but I support him because I believe his story, and that's why people mess with me. Because I think I may got about 50 videos on me, and and I talk reckless. So if you bring it to me, I'm gonna say your mama ain't shit, and folks don't like that, and that's all. And I be meaning that. I say your mama and the motherfucker she had, they ain't hitting on nothing, and folks don't like that. That's all it is. But I think I'm a nice guy though.
Yeah, I think you're a pretty great person, man. Let me tell this to anybody who's joining. I respect all opinion, and if anybody wants to hop on, hit the link, come and talk. my channel is open to whatever people want to talk about from all groups, from even people who disagree with me. As long as you disagree, if you want to come with hate, you come and hate at me, but don't come and hate at people in my chat, and don't come at people that's just observing and participating in the chat, because this is not about maliciousness, but it is about open and honesty. If you want to call me out my name, feel free to call me out my name, but just don't come at other people, please.
But see, even with that though, is if you see some things are better left unsaid. I'm sure you see it just like I do. If you look at a lot of people's comment sections, they get triggered based off what you say. Well, if you don't like what somebody says, you simply don't even have to respond. But people can't help themselves. And I did a video called "The Era of the Snowflake." That's where we are today. Folks are so butthurt over every little thing, and I know that. And I would just tell you, I be exploiting that. I know folks be getting mad, and so for that reason, when when folks give me a thumb down on the video, I be feeling alive. I love that shit. But the fact is that people, they just want to see the world burn, man. And you have to find like-minded people. And I said like in 3 videos about you already. I know I done found the kindred spirit in Charles Gilmore. You just a dude that's just trying to find answers to questions. Now, I don't know if we'll ever get those questions answered, but that don't stop you from giving it the college try to look into these things. That's all.
Oh, much respect. I want to read Miss Corey B, you may have to elaborate on this for me, but she asked a question, so we're going to try to help you. She said, help me with this. How should I deal with the men that know damn well I'm married, but with the internet, they find me and leave messages? I don't leave them on read every time, but okay, I leave them on read every time, but some people don't get it. My answer for me, you can't stop people. And all you can do is be real with yourself and say, hey, I'm not going to mess with you. That's not what I do. Because men are going to try. A lot of men have no respect for marriages. A lot of men just know what they want, and they see you. They may say, damn, she's beautiful. And they're going to give it the college try. Because like you say, if I try to take 1,000 shots, I might hit one. So that's why they do what they do, Miss Corey. So what I would say is don't even worry about it. Just be oblivious and just say, it's going to come, because if you're nice looking, I think you look nice, dudes are going to do it. That's my perspective. Nikki, Derek, you guys want to add anything to it?
Ladies first.
I would just say, like the other guy in the chat said, just block and ignore. But I think men know that there are women out there that'll cheat on their men, so they got to shoot their shot. They got to try, and they're going to try. Because a lot of guys just don't have a lot of people don't have no shame in their game. So just ignore them.
I'm going to say this, Miss Corey B, and I want you to really think about what I'm saying. First, from what I know, you're an attractive woman, and you as most women do, and women can correct me, but you want to look your best. You want to be get attention. You want to do to say that you're beautiful. And the only way you're ever going to stop men from approaching you would be to hide yourself. But if you're curvaceous, if you're quote unquote sexy, when a man sees you and he has an opportunity, especially through the internet, what makes it easy, they're going to try. That's what we do. That's how men function. And it's a man does not know what like never ventured, never gained. So he doesn't know what type of woman you are. He may see you and he said, ooh, I like the way she look. Ooh, and he might just slide into the DMs and tell you how much he likes the way you look. And if he try 1,000 women, 1,000 married women is most likely to be one. You know what I mean? It's most likely to be one that want what he want, and it is what it is. So unless you start hiding yourself or you stay off of social media, it's going to happen. It is what it is. I have no other answer than that, Miss Corey. I'm not going to tell you to tone yourself down, because if you like it, I love it. But you got to understand, but with sex appeal, it's going to be people coming at you. So the better looking you are, the more curvaceous you are, the more pow wow bam you are, the more dudes gonna be like, ooh, Pam, I want to pound Pam bam back. That's my belief. So it is what it is.
Well, what was her name again, Mr. Gilmore?
Miss Corey B. She's a great one, great person.
Okay, well, Miss Corey B. The way it worked, it's funny. This time last week, everyone was all in a frenzy over what Aisha Curry said about not getting any attention, and I still maintain that what she said in a public forum was bad optics. You see, the thing is that here you are, a married woman, you got everything in the palm of your hand, and you still feel like you have to be looked at. Well, you had an opposite problem. So I don't. It's life just throw you curveballs like that, I guess. But I would just concur with everybody else has said at the fact that you ain't finna stop nobody from looking at you. As sure as you go outside, as sure as you step outside, any pictures you post on the internet, I'm not on Facebook or Instagram. I only do YouTube, but I've seen enough on YouTube. Like it's some horses out there, and you gonna look. Now when they're violating your space, as it were, by coming on your Facebook feed and all this stuff here, trying to proposition you, I would just block them. That's really all you can do. But you ain't gonna stop them from looking, and you ain't gonna stop them from trying to holler. Good luck.
I'm gonna say this because this is something that I think that I don't know if a lot of women think about it, but let's say you're an Instagram model. You're showing G-strings and all this stuff. You're showing cleavage, putting it out there, and then you put in your comments, "I'm married." Do you think the dudes are like, "Well, if you can do all this, I might as well try"? You can't be hypocritical. It's kind of hypocrisy. It's like you selling sex, but I can't come at you for sex. Dudes are going to do it. So if you don't want dudes to come at you for it, then you can't display it at all, and that's the problem.
That's a damn good point.
Women want the sexual attention, but they don't want the men to act like they want them sexually, and that's kind of crazy. That doesn't fit how men see it, and that's why I think that kind of goes back to the beginning, the topic. Do women enjoy rejecting men? I think sometimes subconsciously women do enjoy shooting men down, and it may not be, like I say, it may not be conscious, but you love that men want you, but I'm married, I'm off the market, and it gives you sexual market value. And a lot of women may disagree with it, but that's from being a man and obsessing the situation. And like I say, I love to hear any women's opinion. Nikki, you're here. If you think you got a counter position, please bring it. And the chat is open. I'm posting the link in the chat. If somebody wants to hop on and say what they want to say, I'm more than willing to listen. Well, feel free to speak, Derek. Nikki, this is not just. I mean,
okay. Well, I mean, again, I would just to reiterate the point. I mean, it's kind of like forbidden fruit. If for my ego with a lot of dudes, if I'm able to pull a married woman, I'm just like you. I'm prior service, and I done did a lot of dirt. I done slept with married women, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that they just weren't fulfilled within the marriage. And I think a lot of that is that, well, coming up in the late 80s and 90s, it was just pushed on you, get married, and then you get in these marriages and you wake up one morning and you ain't happy with these people, and then you got somebody that you ain't tied to, that you are attracted to, and got a little bit more sense than your husband do. The one, before you know it, you're in the bed with that woman. But in her case, sounds like she's committed to her marriage. Yeah. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. Step aside and move on, because as sure as she ain't gonna do it, probably will be a married woman that do it. So, and again, I go back to Aisha Curry. In my opinion, she should have never said nothing like that, because again, it just makes for bad optics. So I don't know. The young lady, would you like to say something?
You there, Nikki?
Oh,
Oh, he just asked you, do you want to?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm agreeing with y'all.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, and actually, I just want to say too, you in California, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, it's 10:47 here in the East. I just want to come in and chime in and give you I said 4 minutes and I overstepped my time. I just want to come in and show you respect and all that type of good stuff. And if you could, just let me know when you're going to do another live again around this time, because I noticed you go live way. I'd be getting up in the middle of the night. I see, oh, you going live.
Well, Me, I go live different times. There's no rhyme or reason with me. Just whenever I feel a wild here, I say something. Derek, I'm telling you, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, bro. Because you similar to me, and I love listening to you, man. And your knowledge of
Vice versa.
music and books, because I'm always looking to learn and have conversations that are somewhat meaningful and that
Yes.
are pertinent. And like me, I'm just another man on YouTube, just trying to have great conversation, interact with people, laugh, learn, love, and connect. And I look at YouTube differently than most people because I want everybody to grow. So I'm not knocking nobody, any group, any creed, any belief, even people in opposition to whatever I believe. You're always free and welcome to come to my page and talk, because how do you generate love and respect is by conversation. Like Miss Corey B, I got nothing but love for Miss Corey B. I respect her. I love her openness and her honestness, and I hope one day I can get her to hop on the chat and chit chat with me, because I know she got a lot to say.
Yeah, and you know, I would piggyback on everything you said. I do the same thing too. I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and see where we are now. I always say that social media ain't social. You supposed to come on this thing, I would think, to be better than you were yesterday. All you trying to do is get the information. Ain't nobody say that we supposed to be in lockstep, because I follow Charles Gilmore. I ain't supposed to be in lockstep with Charles Gilmore, and he ain't supposed to be in lockstep with me. You take a little bit from Derek, I take a little bit from Charles. You know, but you still have your worldview.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the minute I say something counter to what the person that's doing the live is saying, right there's a beef. No, it's not. We just have a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
But even if we have a difference of opinion, that don't mean we beefing.
That's
And we didn't. I don't know what happened, but we didn't lost that. But social media ain't social in my opinion. It's just that I think, like in your case, you just a little bit more nicer than I am. I try to be respectful, but again, I bring it to. I don't even think twice.
I know.
Even think twice.
But I appreciate it about you, bro, because I feel you. I mean, me, the way I see it is, and I'm going to tell most honest as I can, most people's opinion doesn't move me any which way. It's more about, I want to know why you think the way you think. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get hurt. It's more about, I'm curious, and if it's illogical to me, then I address it. But other than that, I don't care. You can say you hate me. You hope I drown in the toilet and die tomorrow. It wouldn't bother me. Like, so something I can't relate to. Like people, I do understand people have a different, like my mental strength is strong. So some people really get bullied and mentally, man, you can't bully me mentally. I don't need it doesn't bother me. So I'm like you. I can take nobody really want it with me. I'm telling you, you don't want it with me, because nothing that you could say, you can't slander, you can't libel, you can't put me down, because it don't bother me. I'm alive. No matter, as long as I'm living, I got a chance. So with that, I just love people. That's why I don't talk about people. That's why even when I'm laughing at you, it's never out of maliciousness, because your pain means nothing to me. You know, just me. And that's why you will never hear me say nothing bad, because I don't think bad about you. If you ain't hurt my family and you ain't hurt my ability to live, why would I have any animosity to you? Because you're just another voice with an opinion, just like me. You may do more research, you may do less research. It doesn't mean your voice is less valid. It doesn't mean mine is more valid. It just means that we think differently, and I can love you from afar, and that's how I roll. So, brother Derek, it's much appreciated, man. I enjoy dialogue with you. I wish we could talk more, man.
Well, we will, because again, I'm subscribed to you, and I don't like I said, you feel free to look over my page, or however it is you work it out. But I'm definitely subscribed to you. So anytime you go live or whenever you drop videos, I'm right there to comment. And you know, a lady out in Minnesota that I run with, the Cash Me Out Queen, she just says #support, and that's just what I'm about. And if I'm with you, I'm with you, and I'm definitely with you, Charles Gilmore, ain't no doubt.
So this is, hey, if anybody wants to subscribe to Derek, if you go to my main page and go to my feature channels, Derek's channel is in the feature channel at this time. Derek, if you want, I don't know if you can see the chat, but you know, you are a moderator. You can drop your link in the chat. So if anybody wants to subscribe to him, and I'll say this, any content creator on my page, you're always from my page allowed to drop your link so people can check you out, because I want every single content creator who creates content to grow, every single person. So I'm not here to stop you. I'm just, what I will say is, because YouTube has guidelines, don't be like spamming, and don't like you to self-promote, but you can still say, hey, I do content. Feel free to check me out. And that's not really spamming, and that's not even that's not promoting you. You're just saying, check me out. So like I say, I want everybody to follow the Geek Girl on her horses. I said the Greek. I said the geek, but it's the Greek girl. Anybody who creates content, KRDP, like, but I'm just saying that because I want everybody to grow, and I understand everybody trying to generate a little bit of passive income, and YouTube is the vehicle to do it. So if you if you ever want to promote your page on my page, I'm going to always shout you out. So anybody, I would never say don't follow somebody, or you don't got, even if I ever got to the super link level, I would never say you got to drop a super link for me to shout you out, because I want everybody to win. That's just me. That's how I roll.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna step aside, Mr. Gilmore, and it was always a pleasure talking to you. All y'all folks in the chat, y'all take care. The young lady who was on the panel, bless your heart. I'm gonna see you around YouTube. I'm gonna see all y'all.
All righty, bye-bye.
All right, take care, y'all.
So let me say hello to some people I see popping in. I didn't say hello just so y'all feel great. Simply Deep, I'm still waiting to get the chit chat with you, bro. I love seeing you in my chat so I can get a talk going on. Mr. Freeman, much respect to you. Soldier X, much respect to you. KRDP, I shouted you out. This is really, really fun, but I really like to hear different people's perspective. Hey, brother Angel, much love to you. I love to hear different people's perspective.
Hey, Charles, I wanted to say something about.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say something about when you said know who you're rejecting because you can't come back later. Well, it's kind of hard to know who you're rejecting if a guy comes up to you in the grocery store, and usually guys have already made up their mind that they want you.
Yes.
I noticed that guys don't really need much time. Like once they've decided they want you, that's it. Yeah. But I know for me, I don't know if that's how it is with other women. It takes, like, I need to know. It takes time. It's not really an instant thing for me, and I wouldn't think it is for women, period. So when a guy approaches me and he already has his mind made up, first of all, I feel like that puts pressure on me because like, oh my goodness, and then all I have to judge you on is your appearance, how you approach me, what you say, how you say it, and, your appearance. And so basically that's what I'm going to be kind of either accepting you or rejecting you on. And, I don't know. I mean, how would we know? You know what I mean?
I got to answer. This is so great. I'm glad that you asked me that. So this is what I would say. For any woman who's listening to me, this is not advice to live on, but at least give somebody 5 minutes. At least give them 5 minutes. Like if you're unsure, and so just engage in a conversation. Well, it's nice for you to approach me. So tell me something about you, or like have a conversation, like a question in your mind that you want to know.
You're going in and out.
Oh, can you hear me now? Do I sound better?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me ask the chat because I don't know your side or is me.
You're going in and out.
But I hear you clear. So I don't know. Let me
Okay.
How about now? Am I still going in and out? And did it just now start happening?
In the chat.
Okay, for people in the chat, am I going in and out? They're saying they can hear me fine. They said it's on your end. They said they can hear me fine. How about now, Nikki? Can you hear me? I think it may be your headphones or your setup is not really on my end, because everybody's saying I can hear both just fine. So my advice, like even if you can't hear me, Nikki, and I repeat it if you need to hear it, is that if a dude you really don't want to interact with, and you want to reject, that's cool. You never know, because you might say, you know what, I didn't give you a fair chance. But I always tell any woman, period, to give any man a chance and at least give him 5 minutes of conversation. That's what I would do, because you never know. Yeah, I can see she dropped off. You never know. You never know.
Who, me?
Oh, no, they're saying you dropped off. We can hear you fine, but she dropped out. That's what they're saying. They're saying you're dropping out. Is your connections? End. No, it's all good. But my point is this. It's the same for men. I always try to give people a chance. Of course, a dude could be dressed bad, but the problem is they say there's never a second chance to make a first impression. But I say you should just always give somebody a chance, because if you give somebody at least a conversation or a decent interchange, then you get a gauge of them, and you can know if you want to go somewhere with it or not. I understand, Nikki. Brother Derek, there's his link. If everybody has this page, you can just hold on. Let me see if I can get this copy Derek's page real fast and post his channel on the link so you guys can at least check out Derek. Derek is a real deep brother. He'll get you laughing, he'll get you thinking, he'll teach you about music, and he'll teach you about books, and he'll teach you about life. So this is Derek's link. Let me write Derek on there. Hold on. Derek. I spelled it crazy looking, but you guys know that it's Derek. This is Derek's page, and please feel free to check out Derek. Real good brother. I like him. I have nothing negative to say about him. He'll get you to think, he'll get you to learn, and you will enjoy listening to him because the brother has a lot of wisdom to a part of the universe. And I wish there were more people on the planet like him, because if so, we'd have more open conversation, and we probably would grow more. That's my belief. Anyway.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I just changed connections. I forgot I have been having problems with my internet the past couple of days. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you sound clear.
But I heard you.
Yeah, I love to hear your opinion. How I feel is just give somebody a chance. A lot of people are too quick to do that Malcolm Gladwell blink without at least engaging with somebody for 5 minutes. Or like let's say a woman came and approached me, and I'm single and I'm available, and she probably wasn't the most physical attractive specimen, but I might ask her a question or two. So what is your passion? What are you interested in? What is interesting about you? If you were selling yourself to me, what would you do? And it may put her on the spot, but that would make her engage with me. And if she engaged with me in a way that I liked, you know what? Let's just exchange numbers and see where this goes. I may enjoy your company. Maybe we can hang out sometime and connect and have a real dialogue, sipping on some water, drinking a beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we do.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what my advice is, because you never know people. You never know who you may need in your circle. As long as they don't come at you in a harsh way, or they don't try to hurt you, at least give them a chance. And I think that's my whole thing to any lady in general. You never know who knows what and who knows who. You may have dissed that person, and a person could have been such and such brother, and such brother could have owned the company that you've been trying to work for, or they could have got tickets somewhere. So just give people a chance. Just give them a little bit of a chance. I'm not saying give them 5 hours, but 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If 5 minutes might make you $1 million. So that's why I try my best not to hate on people, and I try my best not to put people down, because I never know who could be impactful, or like the geek girl said. I keep saying the geek girl, but it's somebody.
I keep calling her Greek goddess.
No, because she is a Greek goddess. I'm joking, but the Greek girl said that, you know, people got to be able to do something for you, and you never know who can do what for you if you don't give them a chance to do something for you. So find out how they can be a benefit to your life. Just knowing you, Nikki, is a benefit to my life. Knowing Miss Corey B is a benefit to my life. Knowing Derek is a benefit to my life. Knowing Simply Deep is a benefit to my life. Knowing different people is a benefit. So I'm always trying to find a benefit to people that's for me. And then when I find that you're not beneficial, or it's not good energy, Brother Art, much respect. You know, you are free to hop on. Brother Art will come in and tear it up. Because we had a great
Soldier X asked me a question. He says, what type of guys are you attracted to, and what type of guys turn you off, making you reject them? I like nice guys. I like gentlemen. I'm a Southern belle, so at least I think so. So I like really nice guys. If you're on, I guess, what they would call the lames, or the educated lames. And there's a reason I like those guys, because they were the nice ones. They were nice to me in high school. And the bad boys were mean to me. They were really mean and bullied me. So, you know, and they ain't never letting it go. So I like the nice guys. And what type of guy turns me off, making me reject them? Super aggressive guys. I don't like that. Super aggressive. And, you know, if you just look like a thug, honestly, you know, do rag, sagging your pants, not put together. I don't like that. Mean. I don't like that. Nice guys, you know. That's what I like. Be nice. Be nice. Be a gentleman.
I gotta make a joke. So you got a little bit of that obsidian in you. I'm never letting it go.
Ain't never letting it go.
You know what I'm talking about? Never letting it go. Never. So you got the.
Is that what obsidian says?
He say he BFF. You know, the female. You know what I'm talking about. He said he ain't never letting it go. He said he never letting it go. So Oh, it's sometimes, you know, if some things you never let go. I totally understand. I totally get it.
Hey, now if he has a little Pookie and Ray Ray, and just well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but if he, you know, like let's say if he's from the inner city, but he didn't really completely fit in because he was kind of a little too lame. Because that's how I would describe myself. I'm from the inner city, I think. I know I went to inner city schools, but I didn't completely fit in, but I found my group. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if he's from that, you know, because I have a little bit of that in me. I always say I have hood tendencies, but, you know, that's fine. But you just can't be mean and aggressive and, you know, thuggish. I don't really like that.
Hey, KRDP just said to you, Nikki, he said, you reminded me that women want the bad boys. That is what I found based on Google.com searches. And
yeah, that's true. Most of them, you know, most guys, I mean, most women do want that because I guess they just find that to be masculine. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the bad boys do give you protector vibes, you know, and a lot of times what I find is women will choose a protector, a man who makes her feel protected more, you know, quicker than they will choose a man that provides. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I got me a job. I'm independent anyway, you know, so.
I totally understand. Then KRDP says, but then again, some want nice guys, then some want a country boy. It all depends on the woman herself. And that
country boys are nice guys. What are you talking about? Southern boys all day, Southern men all day. I love the country. I love the country guy, especially if he has that Southern twang. I love me a Southern accent.
So I got a question. So you say all Southern guys are nice guys. So what about those Southern thugs? They not nice? They still nice guys?
Even they're nice. No, because I have thugs in my family. Even they're like gentlemen, especially if they see a certain kind of woman, they know to approach her a certain type of way. Yeah, even they have that Southern charm. You know, that's kind of just in us. Oh, so even they're nice to a degree, but you know.
Oh, I love what Soldier X said, but I love this because you got me started. Studies have shown that nice guys finish last because women view nice guys as weak beta males. Nikki, if you want to go first, go ahead, Nikki. Then I'll go after you.
You finish last, though. Well, okay. Nice guys finish last, but I mean, if we're talking about like the nerds, the smart guys, they never end up finishing last. But yeah, you know, the bad boys do get picked over the nice guys because the nice guys to a lot of women are just boring and, you know, there's just no edge, you know, or no swag or, you know, y'all know that's what women want. Y'all know that's what they like. They like for the dude to look seemingly fly and, you know, even though he ain't got no money in his bank account, he just looked good, you know.
Nick, you getting a lot of questions.
I am so happy that those guys treated me the way they did in high school because I learned early on, all this eye candy out here ain't but a bunch of empty calories.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Mr. Freeman says, what about the dudes from up north, places like Philly and NYC? I think he's asking you, Nikki, what about them?
I mean, I like y'all's accent, you know. I'm actually really good friends with a guy from New York, but he's been down south for a while. He's a gentleman, though, you know, and he has that New York edge, which is nice. He has that accent, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, y'all are cool, just as long as y'all are nice, you know.
So I'm gonna tell from my perspective, because Soldier X, you said nice guys are viewed as weak beta males. I think I have an argument against that because I think it's the way you can be nice, and people confuse nice. They think nice as quote unquote lame or soft guy, but you got some hell of a tough guys that are nice. Like if you look at Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is a nice guy, but you would never call him a beta male. You know what I mean? He may have done things that the average brother wouldn't do, but still, when you see Jason Momoa, Khal Drago, Aquaman, you don't think nice guy, do you? But if you ever meet him in person or talk to him, he's a nice guy. The Rock. If you ever
is he really?
Oh yeah. If you ever
Oh,
talk,
I love him even more now.
yeah, if you ever talk, well, dude, he's with Lisa Bonet, and it would take an act of God to get him separated, from my opinion, from what I see. If you look at The Rock is a nice guy, but you would never call The Rock a beta male. So a lot of people's opinion of what they think a nice guy is and what alpha or whatever they want to call is crazy.
Yeah.
Because
And that's why, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, Nikki. Go,
Well,
go ahead.
that's why I say a lot of these girls, who do like bad boys, it's almost like this false sense of what they think masculinity actually is. And it's not. A lot of these bad boys, they're not exactly alpha. It's more so machismo.
I totally agree.
But somebody says, Freeman says, yep, the military is full of nice guys that are tough as nails. That is so true. That is so true. My dad is retired military, and he's a nice dude, but he will definitely do some damage.
I'm one of those too. I'm retired military, and I'm telling you, most of the dudes I serve with, you don't want none with them. They nice as hell, but you don't want. But they will fight to the death. Most people will not. Most dudes who have served.
But they aren't bad boys either. Those aren't bad boys.
Yes, but they don't understand it. Like I'm trying to, most dudes who have actually served in the military, you don't want it with them because they will go to the ends of hell to win. They understand death and serving, trying to save everybody with them. Most dudes don't want it with no military men. If somebody has really served and was in a combat situation or was in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or even the Coast Guard for more than 5 or 6 years, you don't want to be in no combat with them. You don't want it with them. These dudes go to the ends of the earth. Most of the dudes I serve with will. So the people's conception of what a nice guy is and what a tough guy is different to me. I don't think like most people. I'm telling you, if I had to pick some dude that was game banging in the hood or 5 dudes I served with, give me the 5 dudes I served with, because I know what they gonna do. They not going fire come our way. They know their job, and they not gonna leave their post where other dudes. I'm out of here, dog. I'm out of here, man. You guys don't have no code of honor like that. So I want those dudes, and they are nice men. They are nice, respectful, kind, but you don't want it. So people's perception of power needs to change.
That is so true.
Well, I love what T. Dudak said. Why does the U.S. lose so many wars against inferior troops? Because most times we're losing wars because we're going to operations or situations where we don't have all the intel. So how are you going, if you don't understand the layout of the land and you go into somebody's country and they know all the hiding spots, how are you going to win? If they're fighting for something like, okay, we're fighting a war, right? But we're fighting a war we really don't believe in. And we're going to enemy territory because we're usually going to Vietnam or we're going to Iraq, Afghanistan. And they've been living there for thousands of years. This is their homeland. So there's no way that you're going to defeat somebody who understands the lay of the land. Everything is about intel. The person with the most information is the person that's going to win. I mean, the person who understands what the enemy is coming for, it is what it is. And brother T. Dudak, whatever way you want to use it, if you think it's an excuse or not, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. I don't take offense to it. I respect you, bro. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm just telling you some wars that we will not win, because how can we beat somebody who has the advantage? It's like you can't. If I've been shooting at my home court for 5 years, ain't no Michael Jordan couldn't come and beat me in my court. How you gonna beat me in my court when I don't miss at my house? You know what I'm saying? So it is the game. Every game you ain't made to win, bro. But it is an excuse. I accept that. I can accept that. I take that. Yeah, some military men do become mental cases, but it is what it is. Regular people become mental cases too. There's always crazy people all over you could be crazy. How do I know? It is what it is. So I accept life. It's all good. People are entitled to their opinion. But what do you think about women enjoying rejecting men? Or do you think that men enjoy rejecting women, brother Dudak? I love to hear your opinion. I love to hear people's opinion. Yeah. I know it. Thank you, man. I don't ever take offense. Oh, I love to hear opinion. It is what it is. KRDP says, damn, in your neighborhood above Florida. He's talking to you, Nikki.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say, when you said when you said to give a guy a chance, let me just say, fellas, since you are approaching a woman, because most of the time when I'm approached, I'm in the grocery store, but that's just because most of the time when I'm not at home, I'm at the grocery store. So there's not even enough time usually with the way that they approach me to even give them 5 minutes. It would just come off weird and not natural. Because usually when they approach me, they're just like, "Oh, what's your name? Can I have your number?"
Mm-hmm.
Which I hate that, because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, who are you? Who sent you? Where did you come from? You know, when you approach a woman, especially if you're in the grocery store, just come up to her and ask her about like a food item or something, or, you know, something like that. That way the conversation is open, so she can kind of get a feel for your personality, you know. But if you just come up to her just saying, "Oh, what's your name and can I have your number?" you're probably going to get rejected more often than you would if you were to approach her with like an open conversation. You know, I had a guy, I was in the grocery store recently. He came up to me and he was like, "Ma'am, I have a serious question to ask you." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "What is your number?" Yo, I died laughing.
Yeah, that is
But I
funny.
did lie and told him I had a boyfriend.
Oh wow, that's
I
funny.
did. I'm not gonna lie. I did it. I'm sorry.
I got it. I'm having fun. Sorry, I'm looking. Hey, T Dudak. Let me ask you a question because I see you writing in the chat, and you know I got ladies here. So, why do you get off on rejecting women? I'm just curious to that. Why do you think that you have to talk crazy? I know you're having fun, so I'm gonna have fun back with you. I don't take no offense, but you know my moderators will take offense, and I respect my moderators, so they're not gonna let you say certain things. But I want to understand, Mr. T Dudak, why do you? Why would you want to say, "Hey, let me come grab your lemons, your minons," or whatever you say? I mean, I get that. It's funny as well, but I just want to understand. Like, because there's some women that love to reject men. So for the men who love to reject women, why do you get off on it? I got you. So I understand. I got it. So you think that women? Are you MGTOW or any of that type of thing? Have you ever been hurt by a woman, brother? Do that. I would love to understand because I trust me. I love to know why you feel the way you feel. I want to know. I just want to know because he said,
"Yeah." And how old are you, by the way? Just curious, Mr.
But this is great to know because there's a lot of men that are. So why do you feel the way you feel, other than trolling? Because I love trolls. So I don't think you're trolling, but if you are, still great because the best trolls is people I can't tell trolling. So if you do feel a certain way, give me your opinion. It's still fun. So he says everybody has been hurt by the other sex. Elaborate on that. Why do you believe that everybody's been hurt by the other sex? I love that. I never get offended. Trust me. KRDP said, "I agree, bro. I mean, this is the kind of stream I enjoy and love most, that I can kick back, relax, a good laugh, and I can be serious, have respectful, mature." Man, yeah.
Oh yeah. This is the place to be.
Yeah, I just like to have conversations. I'm not going to put you down. I'm gonna let anybody speak. Like I said before, you can come at me with all the hate you want. Just be respectful for other people in the chat, and it is what it is. And I love to listen to what people have to say. So he says, "I hate those damn." Oh, I'll get what he says. So he's hating. So I got you. So you hate all the groups, MGTOW. You hate all those groups. So it's all good. You don't gotta be nice. I can read it. I mean, everybody else ain't got to read it, but I can't. You know, if they want to, if my mods want to show it, it'll be shown. If they want to hide it, they hide it. But I can see it, so I'm talking to you. You don't have to be nice because anything that you say wrong is going to be hidden anyway. So I can respond to it. So what is your philosophy? How do you feel about men and women? Are you opposed to relationships? Do you approach women? If you do you talk them crazy? So what do you think? You think they're lames? Okay. So tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. I want to know. Okay. Mr. Freeman says, "How many times have you been slapped by females?" You ask. And then two, how many have you given your consent to squeeze those? Oh, yeah. Like, okay, it's nothing like, okay, I'm first, anybody doesn't know. I ask long questions, yes, bro, because I like to know a lot. So anybody who knows me, I'm a proponent. I support direct approach, and I support Mo One by Alan Roger Curry, meaning that I think you should be honest. I think that you should say what you feel, but you got to learn who you're talking to and how they will respond to it. Because, like Nikki says, there's some girls that you're going to say, "I couldn't talk to her like that." But in your brain, you should know how to talk to everybody. So when you do approach them, you're honest and direct, but you state your intent. So back to you, do you think that you can come up to a girl, if you can, I love it, and say, "Baby, I just want to squeeze your millions"? Do you think that sounds sexy? Do you think it would turn her on? And if you do say, "Can I squeeze your millions?" how many times does she slap you? I'd like to know that.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, security. Stranger danger.
Oh, I know that Mr. Freeman was asking T Dudek the question, so I asked the question because I might have to go and say, "Hey, baby, we in the fruit section. Can I squeeze your melons? I bet you they hard." She'd be like, "Man, are you effing crazy?" Now I'm not saying that you can't say, "Damn, you're extremely attractive." I mean, it's time and a place for every. Because let's say you was in a club and you dance and you grinding on a chick, and you close to her. Now you can say something that's kind of risque and erotic that she might accept, but I can't go to the girl in the fruit department talking about, "You want to eat my banana?" That's not gonna be too attractive. T do that. I'm like, "Yeah, I bet you could peel my banana. It's all hard. Ain't one of those soft bananas." I'm joking, bro, but you know what I mean.
So Mr. Dudiak, he says, "I'm not exactly sure why I like rejecting women. Maybe it was because of being rejected in the past. So is it like a revenge thing for you?"
Yeah.
Because if so, I can relate to that. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy rejecting those guys that like look like or remind me of those guys that bullied me. I love it. It's like revenge. Yes.
So T Dudak, what makes you accept a woman and what makes you reject a woman? Because I know, do you ever accept women? Because as saying that you're a handsome man, do some women really like? How do you say, okay, this woman I'm not going to reject. She's going to be a part of my team. Okay, you're a sadomasochist. I get that. I get it. Nothing wrong with that. No, now I know where you're coming from. I get it. You just okay. Straight up, man. I can get down with you. I ain't got no problem with that. I respect people. If you enjoy seeing pain and giving pain, I'm not mad at you.
Bitches want me.
yeah, I get it. I got what he said. I got it. It's nothing wrong. Like, that's a hell of a question. Miss Corey B said, "Do you like women?" I'm really curious to that. There's nothing wrong with inflicting pain if somebody is receptive of it. The BDSM community might be for you because it's somebody who likes to receive pain. I'm not. Trust me, I don't ever take it no way. I just love to understand other people. And Classic B, I said the unicorn, the singularity is here. Classic Ruby, what's going on? I'm mixing up Corey B and Classic Ruby. I said, oh well.
Dudiak, are you a part of the BDSM community?
Did he answer? I'm trying.
No, I'm laughing at this other comment he made.
Feel free to speak. If you see it and you want to speak about it, go for it. Because right now, just give me 1 minute. I want to see what he said. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. It's okay.
But are you into BDSM?
Oh, I get what he's saying. So you like quiet women. So that's what it is. You don't like women that speak a lot. Let me ask you. I'm not into any communities. Okay, I understand that. I get it. I get what you're saying. So do you enjoy engaging in intellectual dialogue with ladies, or do you enjoy engaging with intellectual dialogue with anyone? Because it seems like you enjoy conversation, because you wouldn't be conversing in the chat if you did not. Oh, but you like to troll people. You like to mess with people, correct? You get pleasure off of causing some either mental anguish or physical anguish. Does it matter? Like, do you prefer physical or do you like mental? Or can you get off on both? Because I know this, for you to enjoy giving pain, it has to be. It can be both. Like, so, yeah, I'm hoping that I'm giving you some pleasure. You're not giving me pain. I enjoy the conversation with you. It's funny. You're very smart. That's excellent. So, do you enjoy, when it comes to being a masochist? Do you enjoy? Okay, both. Okay, it's all good. I'm learning about you, bro. Hey, you're always welcome to come on my page and troll me all you want, man. Anytime, man. I'll even in the comments, I will. If you want some pain back at you, I'll say I'm so hurt by everything you say. So call me names. Boo. I help you. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. I don't have a number that you can call in, bro. But maybe sooner or later. It's all good if you're not trolling. I still respect you. But if you ever want to get off on your pain, my email is CharlesGilmore3. Email me. Say, Charles, you suck. I respond. I'll be the victim for you. I'll let you get it off. It's all good. Life goes on. I'm here for you. It doesn't matter. I want to help everybody that I can, man. I ain't got nothing but love. Nothing but love. So if you want me to say I hate you, even though I don't, I can tell you that, man, you suck. but I'm not going to block you. It's all good, bro. So anyway, for anybody who's joining, I would love to know your perspective. Do women enjoy rejecting men, and do men enjoy rejecting women? And my brother T Dudak has shown you that some men do enjoy rejecting each other. Hey, reciprocal, man. I ain't got nothing but love for you. I love people, so don't trip. It's all good. I don't take anything personal. If you ever want to have some fun and chit chat, I can do that. I don't take offense. As long as you ain't hating nobody else, man, it's all good, man. It's all good. I would love to hear other people's. Yeah, if you want to hop on the chat and chit chat, just understand you can't post no crazy things. So then the chat will get taken down. But you can say whatever you want to say to me. You know, and thank you. You say like my shiny head. It's all good. So I will post the link in the chat. And if you want to come on, just don't make me have to take it down, because then I'll be a little sad. I don't want to have to put it on Patreon, because you do some stuff that is not conducive for people, because anybody can come and listen. But anyway, I will post the link in the chat, and if I had to take it down, so be it. But I'm just gonna just ask you, please, because I'm trusting you to don't put no crazy pictures up there. So whatever it is. But anyway, okay. But the link is there, so anybody who wants to come in and say what they want to say, feel free. And I'm gonna tell this: I will never bully you ever. But if you want to try to bully me, feel free. So how I feel about life is, hey, Natural Ronnie, much respect. I'm doing fantastic. We're just having a hangout. You're more than free to hop on, and it's about do women enjoy rejecting men? But you can also ask the same question: do men enjoy rejecting women? And so, like I say, and the conversation can flow whatever we want, because we talked about all different type of how a man should approach a woman so he won't get rejected. How men normally approach women, why men do what they do, what's more attractive, be it a nice guy or what do you call it, a bad boy. So it's all open to whatever. So for me, like I say, everybody's welcome. I don't care where you come from. Even let's say if somebody who was from a different persuasion, they want to talk about, well, I don't like when men approach me, a man talking about man. So it's always free. And like Nikki says, I'm not a bully. Anybody free to speak. I'm not a freak, but you're free to speak, and I will listen to you. I have great moderators. They're not going to block you. If your comment is too abrasive, they probably would delete it. And I trust my moderators, so when they want to remove your comment, it is cool. But I will engage with you, because I enjoy any type of conversation. And like I said, anybody is free. My co-host is whoever, Nikki, and that's my.
Just don't get the stream taken down.
Yeah.
I want this to stay up.
Yeah, so I want people to hop on. I like people to talk. I like people to say what they want to say, and I've always wanted to have an open platform where people can discuss whatever they want to discuss. And I'm not forcing you. I'm not trying to put you down. And if you want to promote your channel, I'm never going to say don't check them out. Like, I think everybody should go check out Naturally Ronnie. I think everybody's trying to, whoever is a content creator, I know she is one. So whoever is a content creator, if you said in the chat, I'm a content creator, I'm going to say, hey, check them out. So I wish if I had 20 people watching right now, I would be telling 20 people to go follow Naturally Ronnie or anyone who creates content, because I don't know who is all a content creator. I know KRDP is one, and so I would say everybody go support KRDP. I want everybody to Miss Corey B. She's a hell of a content creator. So I'm always tell people to support each other. That's just what I do. But I'm not opposed to any opposition. I'm not opposed to any different position. I want to hear what everybody has to say. Anytime Nikki wants to shut me up and speak, she can say, Charles, I got something to say. Or she just start talking. I'll shut up. So like, I want everybody to know I'm not trying to dominate it. I'm trying to make it welcome and open for all people. And I'm willing to talk or have an interaction as long as people want to come on and chit chat with me and tell me their perspective. There's no right or wrong. It's how you learn and grow. Derek Williams, awesome content creator. I can name a lot more people. I'm gonna tell you about somebody. You should go to my featured channel pages. It's a lady named Panina the Grace, and Panina is pretty awesome. I think Dramaklub, man. If I think one person can be a superstar on YouTube and she get it, who's her name? Issa Rae can get a show. Dramaklub need a show by HBO. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all don't know, but y'all sleeping on. But if you never watched Dramaklub, and go to my featured channels and go look at Dramaklub, and my gosh, that's Chappelle show type, just good in Dramaklub. And I'm not. There's a lot of people I'm probably not thinking about at this time. There's a lot of people I love on YouTube. I love 40 Entrepreneur Drive, Kenya. I love a lot of people. Tosh Time. I can just name all type of people. Life Machine Power. I can name different people, but I'm mostly talking about people you've never heard of, because I want them to grow. Like, some people are. Oh, he made me laugh with that one. Oh man, T do that guy. He says that. Listen, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I can't even respond to that one. I respect the angry man, so I ain't got nothing to say. Listen what I say, T do that. I have nothing but respect for the angry man. Everybody got issues, and if you have an issue with him, you should bring it to him on this channel, because then he can come back at you. But me here, it's nothing but love. So okay, as long as you say I like him too. So that's one thing I'm not going to engage in. And when you have an issue with some other content creator, if you do have one, please take it to them. Don't bring it to my channel, because that's not cool. Because unless they was here, like, if the angry man was here, what's going on, brother Q?
What's
Hey,
good? What's
Q.
good? What's good, Nikki? I miss you. You don't be knowing nobody no more.
Yeah. What's up,
I'll be in
Buttercup?
Atlanta. You be scared. You be running away from me. I only bites on Fridays, Nikki. You know that.
Yeah, I've been low key lately.
Oh, okay. I'm just chilling right now. Just chilling. See Charles over here making him a good sermon. So I'm trying to see what I could contribute and do a little something. Oh, I gotta come here more often. I got some good ladies in here tonight. Yeah, this is where the spot is at.
Q, do you think women get off on rejecting men?
Oh, they do that for fun. That's like a cigarette to them. Sure, I've been rejected. You know me. I'll be getting rejected, but I move on to the next woman. I move on quick. Know how to cut them off.
What about you? When you reject women, do you enjoy it? Is it something that's like, yikes?
Well, when I reject women, it's because I'm done with them, or they did something that didn't seem eye to eye to me, and I was like, you know what? Let me just cut my losses and just get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I got so much love in the chat. Look, thanks, Miss Corey B. And who is this? Soldier X. What's good? Yeah. What's up, Charles? How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fantastic, man. Feel free to speak. I'm enjoying listening, man. Say whatever you want to say.
Oh, okay. Nikki's holding it down. Answer me some questions, Nikki, before my woman come in the house and say who you talking to late at night. You know how that be.
Well, the other question that Charles had was about the whole abortion thing. I actually don't know too much about it, but I guess they're getting rid of abortion unless it's, or they're trying to, unless it's for medical reasons. Hey, Charles, do you know if rape is another like
incest?
Yeah.
Well, I forgot what state approved it recently, but they said that they won't allow abortion in cases of rape and incest. So I don't know. Yes. So federally, I don't know. I haven't read anything. I haven't followed the bills or what's going on. But I know. I think I'm not sure what state it was. I'm not sure if it was Alabama, Mississippi, one of those southern states. And they said so. I
wonder if it's Georgia, because a female associate texted me and she was like, "Girl, did you hear about the abortion, whatever?" And I'm like, "No, I don't watch the news or politics or anything." She was like, "Yeah, they're getting rid of it, and not even for rape and stuff." And I mean, that's kind of crazy. Oh, man, so they're gonna force these girls to have these. Oh my God, that's crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think it would have a positive impact on the Black community specifically, Charles? Like, do you think it will force some women to be a bit more responsible and say, okay, well, I don't have that option, so let me, make sure I'm, either abstain from unprotected sex or get on some birth control? Do you think it'll like force them to be, a bit more responsible? I can see it going the other way too, though.
It's okay. I'm gonna try to be as objective as possible. I think that it's innate for people to want to have babies, and as long as there's still some type of incentive for women to have children, it's not going to make them more responsible. I don't think so. However, if how can I explain it? If they took away the incentive, people would be way more responsible. So that's what I'm saying. Like right now, a lot of women want to have children because there's no negative situation for it. If you don't want the child, you can always give it up for adoption, and you're not financially responsible. But if they made women financially responsible for taking care of their children, then people will change. So, like I say, it's a lot of women I know that want to have children. So now they took it away the way to have the abortion. That's what I believe. I could be totally wrong, but that's just me trying to be as objective as possible. So I think they'll probably be more selective in their choices of mate. You know what I mean? If I got to have this baby, I don't have a baby with anybody, but they're still gonna have the baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's my. Oh, go ahead, be the co-host for once. Let me sit back. I like it when you run the show. Go ahead.
Well, I know girls from back home anyway who
Hey, Nikki. Oh wait, I wait till Nikki go.
who they want children eventually, but like a lot of them have had abortions. So I think about them who don't want, they don't want to do the single mother thing, but I mean, they're still making reckless decisions though. So that's what I think about those types of girls.
Well,
I don't really know what they're gonna do.
But it all depends who
Nikki.
the father is. So, like for instance, if you
Mhm.
got with the NBA player and but you have his baby, he got to pay for it. You're not gonna have an abortion. Most,
Yeah.
it's like it was killing me when the girls told me, like I was listening to the R. Kelly situation. It was like I didn't have his baby, and I'm thinking that don't make no sense to me. How do unless he beat you in your head because you're gonna get paid having this baby? That is illogical to me. I don't unless he's a hell of a talk you out of it type person, but I doubt it. Like most, I'm gonna have Oprah's baby. I'm just saying, Oprah got me pregnant. An abortion. No, Oprah,
Hey.
I love you.
Hey, Charles, I got a guess for you right quick.
Go for it.
I'm eating my candy apple.
Oh, now you want to? Oh, she eating her candy apple. She said, "I'll wait."
Who's the guest? What I'm missing?
Oh no, Mrs. Q's one has something to say, but she's over there eating her candy apple. She said it's a good combo.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, that's what some things. I think abortion, if they don't take away the financial to the people, the population, the federal government wants the numbers to go up. So if you want the numbers to go up, you want people to have babies. So you're going to take away the ability for you to make that choice to not have a baby. Of course, that's why you have people up in arms. Like women are thinking, my body is my choice. And I think no matter what, is when you do that, you're going to have people that's going to have illegal abortions. There's still going to be people to perform those surgeries. The government overall doesn't care because everybody won't get the opportunity. The numbers will still go up. Like
I'm just blown away by rape not being, a qualifying,
If you're trying to increase the population, they don't care about the morality or your feelings. It's about numbers. You know what I mean? When it comes to war,
but at the same time, if they really cared about us, then why the hell do you make cost of living so fucking high? Who trying to have 2 babies and you got to pay $850 rent for a 3-bedroom? That's fucking ridiculous.
Well, that's a great question. See, the whole point is that we live in a society that's based off of greed. We have a society that is really the quality of life more than this cost of living, because most people will not sacrifice their quality of life to afford to live, because we have a lot of stuff that is not necessity that we take care of. How many people got Netflix, Hulu, buy a pair of shoes, go on 5 trips, got 3 or 4 TV sets in the house, and all their kids got cell phones talking about I can't afford to live. You know what I mean? Buying a new car and a new iPhone every year.
Right.
See, things are bad financial choices. It's not really I'm not saying the cost of living is not high, but it's all about quality of life. How many people could really just cohabitate and live together and afford to live somewhere? But I got to have my own house. Like if you look at people from upper echelons, like higher social class, the billionaires, they are millionaires. They're not kicking their kids at the house, but people from like the lower socioeconomic level kicking their kids out instead of living together. So yeah, so it's really. It's the information and the emotions that
he can stay with me, but he gonna have to get a job.
Say again?
I said my baby can stay with me, but he gonna have to get a job.
Yeah, but I totally understand it. But that's why we got the question of generational wealth, because you don't even see rich people forcing their kids to get a job. The rich people know their kids pay for college for their kids. They don't even got to go. Like, listen. I'm gonna get you a scholarship. You don't even got to go to school. You can go for free, and you even got all we want you to do is get a certification. So the parents don't force them to work, and they pay money. See, that's why you got to work on generational wealth. That's why us as parents, if you are a parent, or the upper people, need to learn to invest their money, start businesses, teach their people, our people, or whoever people, to have skills and trades so they can pay themselves, and then you work together as a community. But the problem is we're so much consumers instead of producers, and we don't understand economics and finances, and we don't understand education, and we pay for stuff that we shouldn't pay for. Some of the most successful financial people on the planet Earth have never graduated college because they understood sales, profit, and running a business. I got a shout out to, I'm glad you said, there's a lady named, she's a YouTuber, Hobby Money, and you need to go check out Hobby Money's page. Hobby Money, it's HOB, Hobby Money. And it's like, okay, think about this. If you go back 30, 40 years ago, all the schools taught trades. Why did they take wood carving, metal, all that stuff, auto mechanic shop out of the schools? The reason why is so you can become a consumer and caught up in the system to become to help somebody else live an elite level. Now you can't fend for yourself. Now you got people searching for a job instead of getting the job. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to go into because it would be hard if I went there, but the oppression of it, the ethnic separation, the classism of it. Like I've said this before. Most people don't understand how they try to separate people on YouTube with classism. They said people who got less than 1,000 subscribers can't stream on their mobile. Why would they do that? Because most people, if they're going to buy, before you buy a computer, before you buy a TV set, before you buy a laptop, you can buy a cell phone. Everybody got a cell phone, but people who have much more finances will be able to have a cell phone, a laptop, and a desktop. So being that the first thing somebody who doesn't have a lot of money is going to do is buy a laptop, a cell phone. Now I can exclude through class because I can say, okay, all these people from cell phones, I'm gonna make sure they don't get none of this money, and it becomes classism. And you'll never, if you can't get watch time, if you can't get 1,000 subscribers, and you can't do that by going live, because everybody goes live. If you can't go live and you can't go watch time, how are you ever going to generate money on YouTube? But you're still uploading content, however you do it, so they're still going to get paid. So you become a slave to the system. We all of us, everybody who's on YouTube right now, unless they are promoting products and selling something while they're doing it, is an intern hoping to get put on. You're like all the people going on dance, like what's the name of that show, The Voice, or you know you can sing, you probably get an album already, but they're gonna not pay you, and then you're gonna sign a contract at the end. They're gonna make all that money, and you can get pennies on the $10 they're making, because most people we're lacking in information, including myself. And the best way to understand money is to understand emotion. Like I was talking about this the other day. If a pair of shoes come out, right, and somebody knows I want those shoes. They don't want them, but they know I want them. The shoes cost $100. They buy every pair they can. Then they start selling the shoes for $350, $400, $500. They don't even want the shoes. What they want is your lack of emotion to get the shoes. So a lot of the stuff that we got going on, including the abortion situation, including the generational situation, is because we lack information and we lack control of our emotions. And that's why I'm always an advocate of controlling emotions. And if you could deal with your emotions, then you can cohabitate. But most people don't have emotional discipline. That's why they can't live together. And that's why you get mad and kick your kids out. And I'm gonna say this, even though I'm not married, I'm not a parent. Most people have not been taught to be a husband and a wife, and you have not taught to be a parent. And some of this is all conjecture because you lost that community where everybody got up and held everybody to the social norms and the moralities of the system. And if you held everybody to those things and everybody got to see loving families, then you would be raised up to be a woman or a man. Now you got social media programming you telling men to be, remember, masculine means manly, feminine means feminine means female. So now you got people saying that to be a man is wrong, the way they call masculinity. So now you got men acting like females, and now you got females acting like males. I'm not knocking nobody for doing it, but you don't even understand how much that's social programming and social conditioning. And now you got men and women being enemies. You don't have people raising families, being loving, supporting the community, looking out for each other. Now you got a do for self system that until we start connecting and being loving human beings, because we're all human, we're all trying to survive and procreate and live forever. Once we start understanding that and understand that we work better together and that we got to control our emotions. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. That's the situation. And that's why everything is going the way it goes. And the geopolitical world is way bigger than what I could bring up. But somebody else, like Brother Q, who has more knowledge than I can, speak about it. So let me stop. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
He don't know nothing, honey.
Oh, don't be doing that.
Continue, Nikki. Sorry.
You said what?
No,
wait, am I on mute?
Yeah, you was on mute for a second.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, I thought I was on mute. Okay. What was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't think I'm saying anything.
Well, you asked me a question. You asked me about abortion. You asked me different things, and then his wife came on and said what she said.
I got something to say about abortion.
Go for it.
I feel like it ain't nobody damn business what a woman do with her body. If she feel like she can't take care of the baby and she don't want it, or whatever circumstances may be, that's between her and God. That shouldn't be nobody else's business. And I don't feel like it shouldn't matter to other people what another person. First of all, why is you worried about my coochie anyway? You got your own coochie, so why is you worried about mine and what I'm doing with it? Some people got to use that coochie to pay the bills, and you can't be putting it out of commission by trying to drop a baby off in it. I mean, that's just to be real about it, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's nobody's business. That's just like you over here. You're a woman and you over here worried about this bitch did her titties because her titties bigger than yours. You don't go home with that every day.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tie this back in because I love what you said. Going back to the original subject, but I'm gonna say analogous to what you just said. Men are held financially responsible for any situation that happens between a man and a woman. You understand that women don't have to take financial responsibility, and I'm not, but because you guys have an incentive. But the problem is, I think a lot of men have felt that they have. I'm not arguing against you. I'm just trying to present a situation to bring it back to what we were talking about because it'll make sense when I'm done. A lot of men feel that women have all the choice. So if it'd be better if we had no choice, then I wouldn't feel guilty. But a lot of men may want to keep a baby and a woman wants to get rid of it. And a lot of women tell a man, I'm going to get rid of it. Then they keep the baby. And the man told her from the get-go when we met, it wasn't about no babies. But the woman will say, well, it's by choice. Well, if it's your choice, why do I have to be financially liable? So like you say, do women enjoy rejecting men? Women have the power in relationships as far as who they accept. You always, I'm sorry to say, but you always hear pimps say, she chose me. So women choose who they let in, right? But the man has no choice when it comes to if she chooses to have a baby or not. So I can't argue right and wrong. I'm just saying that a lot of men feel that I want choice if she has choice. And I'd rather her have no choice and I have no choice. So I be in control instead of her having all the power. And that's just my perspective. And I also, like I've said before, because Brother KRDP said, how do we go to this? It's all analogous because you think about this. If and Nikki said this, if they go to changing Roe versus Wade, if they overturn Roe versus Wade, will women be more critical in the men they select to connect with? Because like, even though some men would say that women don't choose, I choose, women choose men, and men either accept or reject. Because like Nikki said, when a dude steps to her, she know, right, oh no, I'm not interested. Now he can grow on her, then she chooses him. But overall, it's always the woman's choice to accept a man or reject a man. And if it's not the woman's choice, then it's rape. And I'm never going to be an advocate or a proponent of race, but hopefully I could tie it back into why the conversation of do women enjoy rejecting men. And I love to hear from other women because I don't have the answers, but I do think there are some women that enjoy rejecting men, just like there's some men that enjoy rejecting women. But from what I've listened to from Miss Corey B, from Nikki, I think that a lot of women don't enjoy rejecting men. Some of them do, but majority is they want to avoid any repercussions or the anxiety of worried about how he's going to react to what I say. And I would love to hear anybody else's perspective. And hello, Drama Club. I talked about you earlier. I paid a lot of homage to you. You just don't know it. You should go back and listen to the replay if you're just tuning in. But I got to do it again. I am an advocate of Drama Club. If you don't have Drama Club as somebody you follow, just extremely talented, extremely funny, just will blow you away. If HBO can select Issa Rae, there's the next star right here on YouTube that nobody knows about. Drama Club. I'm telling you, just talent. I'm telling you, this is my belief, and I'm not putting down anybody else. I'm just saying in general, that's what I think. And like I say, this is an open hangout, so anybody who wants to hop in and speak, feel free to speak. I'm wrong on all type of stuff. I say a lot of wrong things, but I have my own opinion, but I love to hear other people's opinions. So like I say, everybody's free to hop on. I got Q on the panel. Nikki is my co-host. And again, Drama Club, you are just a talent. I'm telling you, some people just have that. I can be a superstar talent, and a drama club has it. Trust me, I haven't seen much, but I said, wow.
You want to answer the question, Charles?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I ain't even got nothing to do with this. But anyway, I'm gonna say yes and no. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. If a nigga don't have what a woman is looking for one, I'm looking for somebody that got his own stuff. I need you to have your own house, your own car, your own job, your own independent stuff separate from what I'm doing. If you ain't got that, then yes, I'm really gonna enjoy rejecting you. I mean, you may find some men that has all of those qualities, but they may not be the person that you want to be with, or somebody that you see yourself being with. You get what I'm saying?
Understood. Continue.
I mean, because he can have a house, he can have a car, he can have all of this, but he could just be crazy as hell.
True.
Have you ever rejected a man that didn't have anything? I mean, have you ever accepted a man who didn't have anything?
I mean, I've accepted somebody that didn't have. I'm not gonna say he didn't have anything, but he didn't have much. But I mean, I'm too grown to be building a man. This is not build a man. This is 2019. Get you somebody that already got their castle built, and y'all can join it together and make it something bigger. But I ain't got time for building no man. That's take too much time, too much effort.
So what about a man? Okay, go ahead, Nikki. I'll go afterwards.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we haven't spoken in a while, but I've started dating, Charles. I have made a decision on marriage. I don't have a boyfriend, but I've started, dating with the intentions to be serious. So I've been getting out a lot more. And yeah, I mean, even when I wasn't dating and I was dating casually, the guys that I've dealt with have been men that made at least 70, 80 a year. The rest are like, 6 figures. So, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm going to stick to that standard, and if you have nothing, that means you have less than me, because I'm doing pretty well for someone that doesn't have much education and who don't put in a lot of effort to work. So, I mean, you have to make a certain amount of money anyway in order for me to respect you and see you as a provider. I'm sorry, if you don't have anything, I'm not going to respect you, let alone be in a relationship with you, marry you, and have your children. It's just not going to happen.
If you can't support yourself, then what you think you're going to be doing trying to support us?
Yeah. And you have your priorities out of whack too. If you have nothing and you're talking to me and trying to pursue me, you just, what are you doing?
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
Before you go into,
What about a man who has potential but has fallen on hard times?
I don't date potential, okay? If you've fallen on hard times, you need to pick yourself up and get yourself together. Okay, I'm not a therapist. That's not my job.
Whoa, honey.
You need to pick yourself back up. That's just what it is. Because if I've fallen on, well, it's different for me because I'm a female, but I don't date potential. Either you have or you don't, and it's all about timing. If you don't have anything or you've fallen on hard times and you've met me, hey, it's bad timing. It is what it is.
Wow. So I'm listening.
I got something to say about that because I get what she's saying by, you don't date potential. Okay, so I've dated somebody that had potential, and I was young at the time, but you would just be imagine like how a man with potential would take him anywhere he want to go. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like he could not have no car when you talking to him. Y'all could just be friends, and just your conversation with this man could actually, be helping this man move along. So I wouldn't necessarily say don't talk to the man that got potential. I say be his friend first, because maybe that potential could find out to be in something else that you possibly want, somebody that you would like to, see yourself doing a little bit more than just being friends with, I got a couple of friends that are guys and they have potential, you know what I'm saying? But these are just like my friend guys. And I always tell them, like, get you somebody that you could just be friends with. Like potential niggas always trying to look for love. They're always trying to look for love at the wrong time.
Oh man, that's killing me.
She could cook. Trust me, she could cook. I know.
Oh man. So listen.
I mean, so I'm with her, but then I'm in between. I'm just stay in the between. I'm not gonna pick a side because I get what she's saying.
Yeah. I understand where you're coming from too, but I still disagree. I mean, no potential. I mean, what do you mean like potential? I mean, I know what you mean, but I'm gonna have to just disagree on that. That's cool.
There's no wrong answer. I'm not gonna try to change nobody's mind. I just find it hilarious. It is what it is. At least you are I respect honesty. I just think that y'all done broke a lot of men's hearts. But baby, one day I'm gonna be a millionaire.
True.
Come on, trust me. You know, he's hurting men. One day I'm gonna own the Jaguar. Come on now. This one.
I mean, it depends on what he has now. Like if you already have, you know, a decent car and you already have certain things, and it's like, okay, yeah, babe, I'm gonna have an even better car next year. It's like, okay, you know, I could work with that because you already got a decent car now. So, but I mean, if you ain't got nothing, you know,
and you just like, oh, I'm gonna get me a car next week. Next week don't never come.
I'm 28.
Nikki, what if he get himself? What if he has a bus pass?
I don't have time to wait. I'm 28 and I want a certain amount of children. Time is not on my side. I'm a female, so you know, I don't have time for that.
I get you. But what if we said this? Like, listen, you ain't heard of me. I'm a great rapper. My friend of a friend.
No, bring that shit up. No rapper. It's 2019. You ain't got no reason to try, honey.
But hear my story, baby. Hear me, baby. Listen to my story, baby. Well, you ain't heard of me yet, but my cousin friend, no Puffy, and they gonna introduce me to my
True.
Have he set you up a meeting with Puffy? Have you met Puffy? Have you talked on the phone with Puffy?
Yeah, no rappers.
Oh man, you hate. Listen, man.
Hey, Dudiac, please calm down. I don't want to block you.
Yeah,
like I know you don't know much about me. You should listen to past
you can't cook or anything.
But calm down, okay? Let's not be
time him out, Nikki. Give him a timeout.
I guess that's a big homie. You got
Honey, that's his problem right there. He ain't got no sister that's gonna put that bug in his ear.
Yeah,
big homie.
Honey, he want a yes woman, and ain't none of these over here.
Good, the big homie, man. Relax. But
are you telling him out? Okay.
No, I didn't tell him out.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, I understand when men hear certain things, it can trigger them, and they'll automatically put a female that says certain things into a certain category. But you know, kind of got it incorrect with me. So
yeah. Don't time out T. Don't T Dudag is my dude. He's all good with me. But this is what I see. That's what I'm telling you as a man.
If he keeps calling me names, I'm gonna time him out. So
okay, do you? I'm not gonna stop you. You ain't got to. You know, he can do what he do. He gonna do what he do. Just don't block him. You can time him out. Don't block him. Just tell him about. But this is what I say for a lot of men, y'all ladies are being real, but I'm telling y'all heard a lot of brothers because that's what the brothers. I'm telling you. I'm sorry to say that's Obsidian driving point. Is that well maybe that's not his driving point, but a lot like a dude has potential and he may not be there, but a lot of men are bitter because y'all won't give him chances. Y'all don't want to help him get there. That's what the problem is. A lot of men feel if only the woman would help me. They want a ready-made man instead of helping men.
Help him. But see, that just
I'd rather if a female do help a little bit.
I mean, help you do what? Because, you know, nobody helped me form myself into a future wife or mom. I had to do that myself. I've never looked to a man to raise me or make me into a woman.
Soldier X, let me ask you ladies, do you guys consider yourselves red pill women?
I don't know what that is.
I never heard of that.
He said, I don't know what that is.
Red pill woman.
The honey badger type women. The black badger women.
I don't know what that is.
You never heard of the honey badgers?
No.
Oh, the one. Oh, honey badgers don't give a fuck, right?
The honey badger women. It's like you can Google it. The honey badgers.
No, I never. Well, I just heard the saying a honey badger don't give a fuck. That's what I'd heard about.
What's that girl from I can't think of her name. New Orleans lady. I can't think of she speak red pill content. Like people who speak like okay, perfect example. Kendra D. Kendra D would be considered a red pill woman.
Yeah.
Google that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you? I still would like it to be explained. I don't really know.
Okay. Well, what it says is. Let me see if the best way. Okay.
CG3, Carlos, what you said? Honey badger, what?
The honey badger women. Honey badger women.
Honey
Like Karen Straws. Karen Straws is her name. She's a honey badger woman.
I don't know.
I never heard of that. That's something new to me.
Okay. What I mean by a red pill woman is a woman who would be analogous to understanding why women do what they do and are aligned with like MRA type movements or why men are red pill. Like you've read The Rational Male and you agree with what the rational, what Romo Tomasi may say, or if you listen to how men say women should be and you align with that. So that's really what they mean when they say, you guys do sound like red pill ladies. So he's asking the question, are you red pill ladies? Nikki, truthfully, you are a red pill lady. You are.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't even know.
What I mean by that,
it confuses me.
Because I've talked to you for a while, so you understand why men do what they do. You do. So you know why you do what you do. And what you said is, I don't have time to waste. I'm 28. I need to have some kids. That's red pill. Because a woman that's not red pill will say, well, when I'm 35, a man is going to marry me. And when I'm 40, I can get a man that even when I got 5 kids, that he gonna still take care of me. That would be a non-red pill woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be a delusional woman too.
Don't know. Hey, I hope I ain't even trying to play no mamas with the 5 kids, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a mama myself. Honey, I got 1 kid and he already get on my nerves, and having 5, sure. I don't know if he want that much now. He may not be ready for all of that.
I'm gonna say a term that a lot of women, I don't know how people are aware, is a term like a lot of men know, especially if they red pill or not. It's called the wall. And they say that a woman reach an age, usually 35 or 40, where they're not a genetically viable mate option for most men. So they would say that if you haven't had babies before you're 30 or 35, it's going to be diminishing return. And they say that women looks, not that it's always people who get older that look great, but they say women looks start to go down at around 35, where men appreciate up in value at 35 more. So they say men don't even reach their.
Yeah, that's because they get them lace fronts.
It's that lace front.
Yeah, that's because they get them lace fronts. They getting it, they tacked on dreads, honey. They getting it demi for the beard and stuff, honey. That's why they looking so good, honey. No, y'all should act like y'all don't be out here fooling us. Honey, get home and get to take the whole toupee off, honey. Roof ain't got no ceilings.
Okay, I gotta speak to. Okay, I love Miss Corey B. Red pill, like you're a married woman, already have children, so you don't even fit in a category because you already where you should be as a lady. You're married with children. So what they say is, when a woman has the fantasy that I can have, like, let's say, I'm not knocking women. Some people believe this, but if you believe you can be a CEO and your man wants to be subservient to you, and I'm going to have my first kid at 40, or I won't even get married till I'm 40, they wouldn't call you red pill. So Miss Corey B, you may not think that, but you already fit into the paradigm of what a woman should do. Now, maybe some different things about it, but overall, okay, Google, turn off the alarm. That's so awesome. My alarm goes off and Google just turns it off. But anyway, that's what it is.
That's
so
creepy.
The technology is amazing. I can say, I can talk to it. Yeah, it's really creepy. I can have it do all type of crazy things. It can turn the light off and on in my rooms. It can tell me the weather. I can ask them any type of question. I can say, okay, Google, tell me a joke.
What's Forrest Gump's password?
I don't know.
1 Forrest 1.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
That's a cheesy ass joke, but I get it.
No, the cheesy jokes are the funniest.
He asked Google, what is tell me a joke. He said, what's Forrest Gump password? Run, Forrest, run.
He said 1 Forrest 1. 1 Forrest. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, so stuff is amazing. This has really been a great conversation. I wish more people would want to hop on. I'm enjoying this. I just wish more people would give their perspectives. This has been great. It went from.
Charles, why do men get so mad at women who are just being realistic about dating, especially when the women know they want a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of family? Like, I don't understand why we got to be called names. And
I can break it down to you. Because a lot of brothers, I got to get into the blue pill, red pill, black pill stuff, and a lot of brothers have been brought up that, hey, All I gotta do is show that woman that I love her, and she's gonna love me for however I am. So a
But
lot
that's
of
not
people,
correct.
yeah, but that's the red pill part. The red pill part will tell you that, listen, if you are not able to provide for children, if you're not physically attractive, uh, and if you're not being the best man you can be, you're not going to get women. And a lot of men find that hard to accept because they've been like the Disney movies that taught you that all you got to be is be nice. All I got to do is this. So when men find out that women really won't like them or help them become the man they need to be, they get angry about that because men help women become the woman they need to be. A man would take a woman that's homeless and marry her and take care of her. So men think women can love men the same way that men love women. I'm telling you, a woman is beautiful and she don't say too much. She just quiet and she smiles. She ain't even got to talk. Most dudes will marry her. Man, if you go to Instagram and look at all these Instagram models, all these dudes say, man, I'll marry you. I'll make you my wife. I'll give you my whole paycheck. How many dudes get that? Like, he'll be buff as hell. She'd be like, dude, you fine. That's it. But she ain't talking about I'm going to marry you and pay for your thing. Not really. So the average dude is thinking women can love men the way that men love women. And truthfully, when they find out that women don't love men in the same way, even though some women say, yes, we do. You don't. Like I say.
See, I feel the same towards men. I don't think men love us for who we are. They look at our looks. Okay. Yep. We have to look a certain type of way. They look at our age. Okay. Yep. A lot of men, you got to stay in shape. Mm-hmm. Okay. You have to come to the table with certain things. You need to learn how to cook. You need to learn how to clean. Yes. You have to have a certain mind frame so you can actually raise smart, intelligent, well-behaved children. They don't just take us for how we are.
But there are some men that would, and those are the men that are really angry. Because those men that would take you for however you are. There's some men that just want a woman. There's some men that's so bitter and so angry because women won't even give them a chance. And they be like, I'll do everything for you, baby. I'll give you my whole paycheck. I work at McDonald's, but I work at McDonald's back in the box.
McDonald's ain't going to take care of 3 kids.
Baby,
hold on.
For you, I will give.
I feel like that statement where you was like, if he works at McDonald's, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna knock a nigga for his hustle. If you out there and you trying to make money, I respect you for that. It doesn't matter where you're working at. You get what I'm saying? Long as you working, I can meet you halfway. I can help you a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Okay. I want you to do something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I see that you're trying to help yourself, then I won't have no issue with helping you.
Yeah, but that's the anger. That's the anger for most men. Most men is like, women, we will do everything for you. I can't help it. Like, I'm trying my best, but what if nobody give me a chance? You won't give me a chance. Like, I'm trying everything. I applied at every job. I got a degree, a PhD. I can't get no job. I'm doing paper routes. Work with me. And you like, well, I don't care that you did all that. You ain't got nothing. And that hurts a lot of dudes because they be like, well, I did everything that society told me to do. They told me to go get this degree. They told me to go be a teacher. They told me to go do this. I can't help but they fired me. Now that hurt. Men are really bitter about that because most men get married, think they did everything right, and their wife leave them, divorce them. So now you got, not to diss anyone, but you got Coach Greg Adams out there. You got a lot of dudes that resonate to people like that because they like, women will do you dirty. Well, all women, they'll say all women are the same. And a lot of dudes follow that. Like, how can I trust you when it seems like a lot of women want a divorce? You get married 10 years, you want a divorce. And that's why the whole Aisha Curry thing, you had so many people saying he should leave her because she don't love you just because she said something. So it is how men feel because the men said it, you got to be killing him. That's how people think. So
I need to address what Dudiak says. He's back. Oh God. He says, notice she doesn't mention what type of financial status a woman has to have. Y'all, how backwards is that? Women are not, men don't choose women based off their financial status. And if they do, there's something terribly wrong with that. The man is the provider. The woman is not. Okay. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Now,
at least with me, you know, I do tend to have a more traditional mindset. I don't really like to call myself traditional, but women aren't judged based off their financial status. That's not how it works with men and women. Men are providers, women are not. Women are the nurturers. Women are, dare I say it, the homemakers. So, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not alone. I am single, but I won't be single for long. I'll be married within 3 years. And I hope you
want to come to the wedding too.
Invitation to my wedding.
I want to come. Don't forget about me, Nikki.
Huh?
I said, don't forget about me. I want to come.
Oh yes, of course you're invited.
That's awesome. Yeah, so that's why I think a lot of men get hurt is because to me, in my opinion, and I stand corrected, but for a long time, the world may have been unfair to women. But today, most men think the world is unfair to men. That's how we feel. That's how a lot of men feel. And a lot of men,
I just keep thinking about that though. I really keep thinking about the part where you were saying women in their financial status. So check this out. If you was talking to a woman and you know what I'm saying, let's just say that she was homeless. She didn't have nowhere to live. You know, she's at home just living with her people. You know, she really don't have nothing going for herself. She don't have no job. Would you still want to date her?
you asking me or you asking the general populace?
I'm just if that
Okay.
I mean
The average man
anybody,
would.
you know.
Is she Beyonce fine? Is she
Yeah, because that's what men value. Men value looks and youth and beauty. They don't look at a woman based off her financial status.
Exactly. Listen.
And that's
That's
why
not how
I
it
feel
works.
like men are so wrong. Because honey, it be the finest women out here with the most ugliest dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she with him. Why?
And then it's just like, why don't y'all do us vice versa? You know what I'm saying? Ugly girls need love too.
Yeah, they get it.
Yep, that's not how men work, though. You need to be attractive. Now, some men will take like a more average woman if she has qualities of being a wife. And, you know, considering this is a man that wants a wife, you know, if she provides all the intangibles, I guess, you know, or not intangible. Is it tangibles or intangibles? Men look for tangibles, right? Or no. Men look for intangibles in women, right? CG3?
Well,
or do I have it back?
I say men look for intangible, but looks are tangible. Looks are tangible. But for a wife is the extra stuff, the intangibles. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I say this, and this is what women don't know. If you're just quiet and not quite, I want to say submissive, but all women don't like that term. So if you're just compliant and quiet and beautiful, 9 times out of 10 you will get married. That's all it is. How do you act? So if a woman is polite and kind, hi, hello, it's nice to see you, and just helpful, man, and don't have nothing but to say, but you beautiful, 90% of them will get married. I'm telling you, it's the masculine acting mean women that are beautiful that don't get married.
Yeah, they don't get shit.
Duty
But
wants
that's
to
the
know if
craziest
I'm
thing,
a
though.
beautiful woman. CD3 and Q, am I a beautiful woman?
Oh yeah, I see you, Nikki.
I used to have a picture of
Nikki,
me.
I ain't never seen you, baby. What you look like?
I look good, girl. I work out 6 days
I
a
want to
week,
see,
honey.
honey.
I am brown skin. Okay, I'm in
Where you
shape.
at,
I got a
honey?
nice body. I can cook. I clean.
Oh, put it in the hangout
whatever
chat,
you
Nikki.
would
Put a
like.
picture of you in the hangout
Okay,
chat.
I dress really good. Okay, I take care of myself. I have natural hair. Okay, I have natural, and
Nikki.
it's long. It's between armpit length and bra strap length. Okay, I take very good care of myself because I know my time is limited. And Duty, I'm going to get my husband. I'm going to get my husband. I sure am. And you're going to still be mad.
Is you tall?
I'm 5'5". I have long legs, though.
Girl, I'm 5'5". I ain't nothing that long about them legs.
Oh, my goodness. Look. 5'5" is such an in-between height. It's like we're neither short, we're neither tall, we're just stuck.
Nikki, put your picture in the hangout chat so she can see. If that's cool with you.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try to figure out how to do that.
Only the hangout can see it if you want to.
Yeah, only the hangout chat can
I'm
see it.
just trying to figure out how to do it real quick.
Hold on.
The light don't work.
Hold on. Let me go to the hangout chat. Let me see. Charles.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, you see the hangout chat?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Hold on.
Like I say, this chat it is open. Well, I don't know if
I'm sorry to the fellas. I'm sorry if I come off cold-hearted. I just think I'm being realistic.
Yeah, let me show you a good picture.
You know? What do you think, Charles? What do you think about my mind frame? You think it's wrong?
I think you have a fantastic mind frame. I don't think you said anything wrong. I just understand how other dudes would think, but I'm in total agreement with you. I think that everybody should have a criteria and a standard that they adhere to, and there's nothing wrong.
You see a little braid over. Why the hell would you send it?
Let me delete it then. I can't delete it.
You sure can't. You might as well just.
It's only for me. It's only for me, Nikki, and Charles anyway.
Honey. You
There's
could have took
nothing-
another one where the lighting was a little better or something.
Mm-mm.
You can see the picture,
Oh,
Nikki.
she's pretty. I love your features.
I know she's nice, dark skin,
Thank
chocolate.
you.
You know.
Them is personal pictures. I told him never to post them pictures.
Yeah, that's Nikki right here.
Okay, Nikki, you cute.
She said, like, we want to see you too. Hey, listen, for anybody who
Oh,
want
they
to hop
said-
in and chat, y'all can delete those pictures, but the hangout is open. So if you want to come on,
Hold on, let me delete the picture. So
Yeah,
just keep
if
me.
you wanna come on and hang out and see a picture of Miss Nikki, I am single. Okay, I am mingling. I can cook. Okay.
and
Hey Charles, can you delete the picture for me? Because
I
I
cook
think I'm
clean,
not.
healthy food
That's
too.
her
I'll keep
again.
you alive. Okay, have our children real healthy.
let me see if I can do it. Give me a second.
Okay, girl. Okay.
She said,
Yes, honey. Yes,
yeah,
honey.
Charles, I'm not a.
hoping I was ugly.
Honey, post something.
You're gonna be really bad now.
Give me a second.
Post something, honey. You're not posting the right thing. Nikki, okay, Nikki.
Charles, you gotta can you delete the picture that I put because I'm not a mod on your channel.
Hold on, I'll make you a mod. You can do whatever you want to do. Hold on. Give me a
Okay,
second.
appreciate
Give me
it.
a second. I'll make you a mod. You can do whatever you want to do. You got to be a mod to delete it. Okay. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. It's all good.
My
I
lip
didn't know
gloss
that.
is popping today.
Let me
It was.
let me see. Oh, the one you took. Yeah.
Yeah, it was popping. Oh shit.
Give me a second, and I'll do it.
Okay.
Nikki, you do like eyelashes and stuff?
I don't. No. Fake lashes don't look good on me.
Okay.
What you mean? I said the same thing when I had put a pair on.
Oh, she's in Atlanta too.
No, listen, let me
Honey.
tell you, I got my makeup professionally done, and I was telling the lady, I could never get eyelashes to look right on me, so I'm excited because I have a professional doing my lashes. She put them on, and she was like, girl, you are right. They don't look right on you. And she told me it's because my natural lashes are already pretty long, so she just added like 2 individual lashes at the end. But a lot of people already think that I wear lashes because I do have some pretty like long eyelashes when I put on mascara.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I don't do lashes. I'm sorry.
Hey, Dramaklub. So if you want to see the pictures, come on and hang out.
Yeah.
Click the link.
Or
Come and
you
hang out. And you don't have to
Can't
speak.
you just get on and you'll be able to get in the hangout and see a picture of me.
And you don't got to speak. Just click the link, get in the hangout, and then if you want to leave, leave.
Do you what about false nails? You wear false nails? Or you just
No,
all
my natural nails are already pretty long. It's pointless for me to wear fake nails.
Miss
They grow
Corey,
really long.
Girl,
Hey,
girl, ain't nothing fake about you, honey.
Oh no, honey. Now I do like wearing my wigs, as you can see, but
if you want to learn about makeup, Miss Corey B is the lady for you. I'm telling you, Miss Corey B. Miss Corey B is a lady for you. I should have
Miss
said
Corey
that.
B has a 21-year-old grandson. You look good, ma'am.
Miss Corey B is a nice looking lady. Very, very nice.
Mhm.
She is, and her honesty about her life, I really respect. I really respect Miss
Now
Corey B.
I'm not a woman. He said I'm probably not a woman. Oh, he just
my
it gotta be unreal. It gotta be He's like, I want her to lose. You gotta lose.
Yeah, CG3, can you delete that picture for me in the chat though? Because I can't delete it.
Let me see if I can do it. Hold on, because I never tried to do it.
I don't think you can delete pictures
But
from the chat.
It's just us. You should be. Whoever posted it should be able to delete it. Whoever posted a picture should be able to delete it.
I'm cute though.
Yeah.
I told you should have posted a cute one, didn't
I got you. I got more pictures of you. Shoot. I got the one from the cruise. Hold up. Let me go to my gallery.
I was looking rough but cute on the cruise.
Oh my God. Hold on, Nikki. I got you.
Okay, I want to go on a cruise so bad.
You never been on a cruise, Nikki, or have you? And you just want to go on another
I have not, but I want to go so bad.
Where would you want to go on a cruise to?
Where would I want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Where do cruise usually go?
Bahamas, Jamaica.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah,
no.
Let me see if I can
I
delete.
got better pictures in my phone.
Well, send them to me and I'll send it to her.
Oh, she a thin little thing. Look at her.
I know.
Yeah, we had to just end this whole thing, and then we could delete it because once we end it, it's not
I
gonna be
don't think so, man. Because I was chatting with somebody with Hangouts, and I posted a picture of myself, and
But you can end
I
a conversation. If we all end the conversation, nobody's there. It's going to be gone. So it's just.
okay, I
You know what I
see.
mean?
Yeah, it'll just
Okay, that's fine.
I'm the
us.
host, so I can end the hangout, and if I end the hangout, it won't be there. So once we're done with this, I can end the hangout.
Okay, that's cool.
Soldier X, I haven't met the guy I'm marrying yet. I would probably, I mean, based off the guys that I've dated just casually, who I haven't even tried to keep, it's a possibility he could either be six figures or close to it. It's not like I'm hell bent on a six figure dude. I mean, it's not like, they drop out of the sky every day, but they're I mean, I don't run into them as rarely as a lot of people make it out to be. I mean, it's a lot of people walking around making six figures. I mean, it just, at least from what I've seen, or close to it. It's a lot of successful dudes here in Atlanta. So, but I haven't met my husband yet.
From what I know,
wait when I do.
for somebody who makes six figures, I think it's less than 9% or less. I want to say I know it's less than 10%, but I forgot the exact numbers. I want to say is anybody over six figures is in the top 4% of the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they say. Yep,
So
that's
So it's trying to find one of them. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'm telling you.
That's what they say.
There's nothing wrong with setting your standards high. Just don't let it. Don't set it too high where you don't meet them. And that's the problem.
No, I am going to be realistic. You know me, Charles. I am going to be realistic, but I mean, I'm just going by off of my track record. That's all I'm doing.
Nikki, how long you been living in Atlanta?
Oh, I've been here. It's been
because you moved from another state, right? I remember you told me you moved
from Florida.
Florida.
Bye,
okay.
Kirby. Have a good night.
Oh, she's leaving. Okay.
Yeah. I've been here since 2011.
11. Okay. Damn. Yeah. I was there in
like
2015.
8 years now. YouTube banned him from Hangouts. We are not surprised, Dudiac.
Yeah.
Wow. Big homie be going in. That's why he going in too hard.
No.
You can't see what Nikki looks like, though.
I'm single. No, I don't want to speak to you, Dudiac, because you have called me names. You have been disrespectful. Now, I was open to speaking to you before, but
I bet he don't got no woman. He don't got no girl. He don't got no girl.
Well, I don't think he wants one.
Well, then why he's here? If you don't want a girl, go to the darkest place in your house and look at some porn.
Yeah, he's a masochist. I think that's what he said.
What the hell is a masochist?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I think that's somebody that likes to inflict pain or likes pain or something like that.
Well, inflict pain.
I don't know. Ask Neon. Neon would know. That is up her alley.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he likes me at all. I think I'm pissing him off.
Sure, I bet if he look at a picture of you, he'd think twice about being whatever that shit is.
Whatever that shit is.
Oh man, this has been hilariously good. This is hilariously good, man. I wish more people hop on, but if ain't nobody else want to hop on, I'll end it because I'm starting to get hungry. But if somebody else hop on,
it's about that time. It's late nights,
Yeah.
You have any closing thoughts?
I just find this.
Hey, I'm just reading the comments.
Listen, this is what I say. I really enjoy this. This is great. I miss having hangouts with my co-host. I hope she comes back to being my co-host again. It was going for a while. And Nikki is fantastic. We just missing Neon Eyes in the chat. It was always great.
Yeah,
we need Neon.
And
who is this gonna go?
Who? That's the guy she was talking about that be tripping. He don't got no woman.
That's the truthfully.
That's what she said. He was just,
I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. That's the best troll on the planet Earth. That's all I can tell you. If he was trolling you, you wouldn't even know it sometimes. That's how good he can be. Nothing but respect for me though. Trust me, as a person.
Yeah, I'm too sensitive for that Dudiac.
But he know me. He knew before he started that I wasn't gonna get messed up. Because even if I didn't know who it was, he knew I wasn't gonna get messed up. Because I'm oblivious. I love trolls, so you can say whatever you want. He's good.
Charles doesn't care.
I don't, not at all. I'm gonna talk to you because it's fun for me. I know he was messing with y'all. That's why I was dying so much because he liked to push buttons. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. I wish I would have had more dialogues with different people. Maybe one day I'll start getting people to pile in because I'm not like most people. I don't know what is right and wrong for you. I just want to hear your opinion. And if you feel a certain way, I want to hear it. I think, like I started this whole thing, do women enjoy rejecting men? I think there's some that do, but I think there's a lot that don't. And I think vice versa. Some men, and that's why I always talk about MGTOW or Ibmore, that they really have been hurt by women, so they wouldn't mind. Some of them just don't want to deal with you at all, and others want to treat you like you treat them. That's why they say the term pump and dump. And they're like, what does he mean? They mean that's all she's good for. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It is what it is. And for everybody who showed up, for Derek Williams, man, you should check out Derek Williams. I'm a diehard proponent for people to check out Dramaklub. I think Dramaklub is the most slept on channel on YouTube. I don't like to. I am really arrogant, and it's hard for me to say this person is great. But some people, like I'm telling you, you think I'm underselling how good this lady is. You should really check out her content. Dramaklub. A lot of people are good content creators, but some people have that. They need to be promoted by a studio type talent. Like if they can get Issa Rae, you need a Dramaklub. If you can have a Chappelle show, you need a Dramaklub. That's all I'm telling you. Y'all don't even understand until
okay.
No,
you just told me Dramaklub. Sheesh.
No, I'm just
all
being
right, Charles. All right, Charles. My closing thought is have a good night, everybody. It's that late night. I'll come by more often.
All right. It was nice talking to you, Q. And
No
Mrs.
problem.
All right, bye.
Toodles.
I'm going to finish reading these comments.
Are you still reading the comments?
You got anything to say, Nick?
I would just like to say it was really good talking to you, CG3. I haven't been on here in a minute. And yeah, Dudiac never. See, you were mean to me. Now it's like it's no. He said call me never. I don't like mean guys.
So if anybody doesn't know, this is why I call her my co-host, because when she's on, it's always fantastic. Only person we missed was Classic Ruby and Neon Eyes. They normally hop on. It's always fantastic.
Yeah, Neon Eyes, aka Baby Doll.
And Brother
That's
Art, Brother Art is good too.
What's the dude in the goal?
Dudiac. Dude.
Yeah, girl. He said call him, girl.
I see.
Girl, he said he gonna slide them DMs,
He's
girl.
trying to shoot his shot with you, Nikki.
Right.
I like men
Did
with
he see
brown
that
eyes.
picture? Did he see that picture?
I don't
Girl,
think
he
so.
fell in love, girl. That's what it was. Look at him. He want that number bad. He done commented so many damn times.
Let me say.
Yeah, so this was really good, CG3. It was great talking to you.
It was fantastic to me. I want to respond to Soldier X. He says, I noticed that the black sector of YouTube is a huge draw for tons of red pill women. That's why it's very interesting data indeed. Well, like I said to him back, I said, I'm in the love sector. I love people. So I don't know what sector people want to put me in. I'm in the sector for just having great conversation and loving each other from different perspectives. So I take wherever I can get.
Yeah. We white pills over here. Well, I just learned I'm a red pill lady, so.
Yeah, I'm white pill. I am white pill for real.
Did he put his number in the chat? I'm so done with you, Duty.
He's trying to call you tonight. He's going to Atlanta tonight.
Girl. Give it a try. It might be the one for you, girl.
You didn't see what he was putting in the chat earlier. He liked to smack bitches.
He like what?
He said he likes to smack bitches, right? Or no? He said he likes to inflict pain.
That's
You're
awesome.
not my type, Duty,
Oh,
but
okay.
we can be chat. We can be chat buddies.
Mhm.
I got everything.
So
to
you might
lose.
have to bring the taser on a date.
He come bring it to the
Yeah,
house.
girl, you're gonna have to bring the taser to the date.
Imagine
Every time he try to get close. Mm. He said he can't inflict pain over the phone.
Whatever.
That's what he said.
Don't do it, Nikki. You
Words have
That's
power.
what he
gonna be on the
said.
Amber Alert.
Night.
Hey.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he said he
He's
gonna be your
messing with me.
future
He's trolling
husband.
me. That's what
Yeah,
he's
he is. He's trolling
yeah,
you
he's
for real.
trolling me.
What that mean? I'm too young to know what it is.
Oh, trolling is like just being obnoxious, basically.
Oh, okay. He might want you for real though.
Mm-mm.
You gotta
Hey,
calm it down, man.
you better get to the back of the line, Duty.
He say, make your next move your best move.
Wow.
You know, that
I
reminds me
cannot.
of this boy that liked me. And I kind of liked him in high school. I remember he called me over to him and I ignored him because I found out he was like a horrible person. And he was like, all right, now you walking away from your future. And he was like the star of the football team. And my friend gave me an update on him. He ain't nothing but a little baby daddy working at McDonald's.
Damn.
And he was working at McDonald's in high school.
so.
Damn.
He might be a manager. It's all right.
Or he might got a franchise.
Oh, child, please.
Let me break this just to educate, because sometimes I need to be educated. The person who likes to give pain is a sadist. The person who likes to receive pain is a masochist.
Oh, so he wants you to beat him up in the bedroom.
Did he just say, Nikki, he get out of federal prison around
I'm
Thanksgiving
done
time?
with this man.
I am done. No, he did.
So what you doing on the internet?
No, he did.
He's trolling me.
Hey.
Working at
He probably get on the what's that, the library computer or something.
Honey. He said he gonna have to make you the what they call it?
Conjugal visits.
No, not that. What is it? What they call it, Nikki? What they call it?
Pen pals?
Oh, what?
No, the food. What they call it?
The food.
Meal on Wheels?
Yeah.
I'm a victim
Commissary?
of white supremacy.
Oh, he might have to make you a setup, girl.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, girl. Hey, y'all gonna eat good.
Mm-mm.
Shit, he did that just for you, honey. Don't be knocking that man. Honey, he'll be trying. That is so sweet.
Is it me, or I heard a background or something?
No.
Anyway, this has been a pleasure, people. We did our closing thoughts. I'm about to go ahead and just end it because we be laughing all night.
Okay.
Because he ain't gonna stop. He gonna just keep saying silly stuff, and I'm gonna go
You
laughing.
come visit me, Nikki.
Wow.
All right, y'all. It was fun. I hope y'all have a good night.
It was better.
Yes.
All right.
Night.
Hey, brother Kelvin, we about to end it, man. I wish you would have hopped on a little while ago, man. It was enjoyable. I laughed my ass off more than I thought I would, and man, it was a pleasure. And hopefully we connect again. All right, people.
All right, later, Nikki. Later,
Much
Charles.
love to everybody. Much love to everybody. Much love.
All right.
Take it easy.
Bye.